Hi there, welcome to Joshi'ing Around Weekly, a podcast in which we will discuss the most important shows, the best matches and the hottest topics in Japanese women's pro wrestling on a weekly basis. I'm Tim.
And I'm Eric.
And welcome to the show. Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 26 of Joshi'ing Around Weekly. We are a part of the Social Suplex podcast network, a network dedicated to bring you the best coverage from all over the world, including Keeping It Strong Style, the Trish and Sarah Wrestling Podcast, One Nation Radio, Tunnel Talk, All Things Elite, Imp's AEW Adventure, Wrestling Art with Chris Things, and the AEW Match Guide. We also release the Social Suplex newsletter around once a month. It gives you in-depth coverage from promotions all over the world, the best coverage in all of wrestling media, and you can find it on socialsuplex.com. If you have any questions for our pod, or for us personally, you can join the Social Suplex Discord, where you can find Eric and me. Was that good enough?
Yeah, maybe I should have taken that one.
You wanna take it? Okay. I think it's probably better if you did.
Oh, no, that's okay. We're live now, Tim.
Okay, I mean, I can always edit stuff, but...
No, you don't need to edit anything. Everyone should hear this.
All right.
You want to explain to the viewers? Yeah.
April 7th of April. And we have on our agenda, first of all, we have our weekly Shupro Recap, the news. After that, we're going to get into 2 Stardom shows from Osaka and Hamamatsu. Then Eric is going to lead us through a Marigold show. I'm going to sit that one out. Then Eric is going to talk about Tokyo Joshi Pro, so I'm going to sit that one out as well. Because that released today and I couldn't get it in time. After that, we're going to enter the Indie Zone. Where Eric is going to lead us through Marvelous, Diana, Wave, Actress Girls, GanPro, and 2AW. After that, we're going to have some quick previews and our Match of the Week segment. Hello Eric, how are you doing?
Better than you, it sounds like. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm a bit under the weather today. Yeah. Which is weird because I was under the weather like a month ago already, but I guess it came back. I don't know what's happening. Shouldn't be this quick again, but I'm gonna get through it, I guess.
Yes, I shall try to lead more of them. I did not expect it. That was a rough one, the Premier read.
I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize. That's part of the charm, isn't it? That we're still here because we have to do Joshi coverage, because who else is going to do it, Tim?
I mean, I was never going to skip the podcast, you know that.
Yeah, exactly. That's why but I didn't realize like it would like hurt your throat and stuff, so I should have offered to do it, is what I'm saying. That was kind of mean for me to just like let you do it. I didn't actually realize it was like that, so.
I just got to cut out some of the cuffs or whatever.
No, yeah, I mean, it's fine. So, yeah, you'll be hearing more of my voice, but Tim will still be here to give his hot takes as usual, because you know we can't have a Joshi'ing Around Weekly without Tim's hot takes.
What's going on? What's been going on with you though?
Yeah, too much has been going on with me. Too much.
Busy weekend. How was your Easter?
I'd like to say good, but I don't think it was good. I think I'm not doing too hot, you know, but for different reasons than you, Matt, perhaps. Yeah, we should just make this a therapy session, because actually, one thing we didn't maybe mention is this week is kind of light.
Yes. I wanted to say that, yeah.
Yes, there is not a lot going on in Joshi this week. I mean, there's still things I want to talk about, but compared to like last week was absolutely fucking crazy, yes. By the way. That wasn't just a 5-hour filler episode. That was like 5 hours of how many shows. I don't even know how many shows we spoke about and how many matches we went through. This week is a lot lighter, so we can actually just do 2 hours of therapy and still hit our 4-hour a week limit.
Yeah, but last week was absolutely like an XL episode. This week will be more like medium-sized or small. You know?
Yeah, so if you look at your time right now in your podcast apps and you see that it's 3 hours plus, then there's definitely like an hour of filler in there where we just spoke about bullshit. But hopefully we keep it on track because of Tim's throat. But yeah, I mean, I'm kind of stressed. I am kind of stressed, and the worst part about it is I'm someone where stress kind of just creeps on me. Like I don't know it's happening. So I don't know I'm stressed until like Alex tells me. Because when I'm stressed, I kind of just shut down and stop talking to people and recede into my hobbies even more. So being stressed for me is rare and it doesn't happen very often. So it feels like a huge deal when it does happen, when people are probably stressed all the time. But for me, it's like the apocalypse. And I don't do too well when I get stressed. So
you got
got a lot of
stuff to do with the house and stuff, and
got the house moving, which I think is the largest contributor to my stress, just because of how much shit we have to do that I don't want to do. Then like work stuff, and then the newsletter is obviously we're preparing for release, and that is.
You should tell me. I didn't know you were already doing the newsletter. I'm just gonna do the newsletter. No,
it's fine. Well, it's mostly the writing of it as well, because I have to compile information for like 40 promotions or something.
I mean, that's on you, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. So I mean, I like doing it. It's a lot of work, but it obviously gets stressful when there's like a time crunch. I've got the upcoming trip to Japan, so you might think like, oh wow, boo-hoo, but it's stressful in the sense that I have to make sure everything's tied up at work, and that is genuinely annoying for me. Just because I guess it's a really small company, so there's just a lot that I have to tie up before I go, and that period of like 1 to 2 weeks before any holiday I take is just really annoying. You know what? Then you've played World of Warcraft, right? Or you know about it? You play Hearthstone, right?
I know about it, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So there's an event going on in World of Warcraft, which is called the Race the World First. Okay, so
my God.
Yeah, so the raid releases, right? And the guilds basically play 16 hours a day. Well, the professional guilds play 16 hours a day to be the first one to kill the new boss. Okay, so watching it the past week has made me miss playing the game because I did it competitively. Oh, no. Yeah, and some of my friends are competing at like the highest level, like top 5 in the world. So
really?
then I got FOMO, and because I was like, oh shit, I could, yeah. But then on top of that, my family was over for Easter, and I'm a hermit, so then I felt bad for not interacting with them as much as I should. And then on top of that, they were help painting the new house, and I feel extra bad, but they insisted. It's just all. There's just a lot.
Damn.
Oh, and your yogi, by the way,
like
because I forgot to say your yogi last week.
Your yogi? Oh,
yeah. Yeah, Alex just really, really likes that word. And
is she listening to our partner?
No, but she's just like, even if I don't listen, I just want to know that you did it. Like she just likes feeling at peace that I said your yogi and everyone heard it. So
that's sweet.
Yeah. But anyway, cool. That's the pre-apology in case the audio or chemistry is not as expected.
Oh yeah, if I'm gonna try to mute myself in time, but if I have like a coughing fit or whatever, or sneeze or whatever, I'm sorry if that infiltrates the audio at any point. So
yeah, but at least we have this outlet, this podcast to help us with whatever issues we're having. So we can talk about all the talented Japanese women that put their bodies on the line for our entertainment. And maybe it's not a coincidence that we're both feeling this way when it's the lightest week of Joshi.
Yeah, maybe our bodies just said,
yeah, exactly.
We didn't get enough this week, so shutting down.
Yeah, like a plant with no light.
Yeah. But we got something else to be happy about, eh?
What's that?
Isn't it like Social Suplex Celebration Week about Chris Jericho being back?
Oh. Do you know my opinion on Chris Jericho? Do you know if I'm a pro or anti Jericho?
I think you are pro MJF, but not pro Jericho. Right?
Whoa! You cannot say slurs like that. This is a family-friendly podcast. I am slightly pro Jericho.
Oh yeah,
but not that much. Like, I don't care that much, but when I see him, I do get a pop out of some of his segments. If he's doing like 20-minute matches or 10-minute, anything over 10 minutes in the ring, I don't want to see that. But if he's doing like fun segments here and there backstage, why not?
Okay.
What's your view of Chris Jericho, Tim?
Well, so the thing is, right? I don't want to like yuck anyone's yum,
Yeah,
I've
you're going
listened to Tunnel Talk today, and like I've heard what a rough time Leah has right now. So I'm not gonna like shit on Chris Jericho on here or whatever, even if I'm not the biggest fan of him personally. I just want to say one thing, right? I just think it's really kind of funny or tragic or like a real comedy of sorts that like you have like the one American company, the big one, right? They're like burning down at the moment. They're like fucking up every fucking week more and more. And it's like really, really funny to watch how they're just fucking breaking their own neck on the way on the road to WrestleMania. You know what
Are you getting worked by them? It's just the work, bro.
Yes, exactly. And that's like this huge fucking open opportunity to AEW in a weird way, right? To strike while the other iron is cold, I guess, to make your iron hot, maybe. And then you look over there to them and you have like at the same time you have Christian Copeland and Christian Cage and the Hurt Business and Chris Jericho all returning to TV at the same time, and I'm like, and MJF at the top fucking stinking the joint up. And I'm just like, fucking burn it all down. Like, what the fuck? Like, what is that?
The
That's
vibe
so
is
sad
off
to me.
For you, right? All your most hated people all coming back at the same time.
I mean, I wouldn't. Yeah, and then Hangman is gone, right? Tony Storm is gone. Like, all the good ones are gone. All the bad ones are coming back at the exact same time where, like, the other companies finally fucking falling apart. It's all a disaster for me, personally, so.
Well then, good thing you can follow AEW by listening to various podcasts on the Social Suplex podcast network.
Yes. Oh, we should mention, by the way, the AEW match guide has
the Golden Lovers match. Yeah.
Hell yeah, with exclusive quotes from Matt Jackson. I listened to it today. It's very good and very interesting. The input that Matt Jackson personally gave. So that's that.
I haven't watched that match.
You haven't?
No.
I would actually kind of be interested if you like it or not. It's like very... Sorry?
Well, the first AEW match I think I ever watched was the Hangman and Kenny versus the Bucks. So
okay.
If it's similar, then I will probably like it.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's very much like a lot of people from a certain like fan base, let's say, or like from a certain corner of wrestling fandom.
Oh, I know what it is. I will love it then.
Yeah, they kind of blame this match in hindsight for like everything that happened with Bloodline and stuff. Like, I've read crazy shit about that like people say this is like the prototype for the Bloodline or whatever.
Oh my, I don't know where you're going with that. I thought you were going to say like flippy shit. Wait,
no,
people blame
it's
it
all
for
about
Bloodline?
like the melodrama.
Oh, does it have that? Okay.
Talk about in WWE. Yeah, but I've always like, it's like,
I mean, we've been over this with Tam
like,
and Sire as well. Yeah.
Nah, it's just like, just because the WWE does it shitty doesn't mean it's bad as a concept if you do it well, That's and that's that's like the prototype of how you do it really well. It's like maybe that match, or like an earlier version of the Elite doing that very well. That like built, or like was like perfected, I guess, in the Hangman Omega vs Young Bucks match,
Yeah, cool.
So yeah, that's good. Did you see that? What?
What? I mean, I thought you were going to do a bit. Like, are you moving on from Jericho already? I thought you were going to sing Judas.
I will not sing Judas.
Oh, because your voice is shot, right?
Yeah. No, okay. I actually wanted to mention this, right? So for those listening who don't know, this is more like in a private group chat or whatever. People made a poll, right? People made a poll trying to force me to sing Judas. And I want everyone to look at the times, you know? When was the poll created and when did it stop? It stopped after 13 hours and 36 minutes. The poll suddenly closed, you know? Now if I go to Discord, you know, and create a poll, the time options are 1 hour, 4 hours, 8 hours, 24 hours, 3 days, 1 week, 2 weeks. The 13 hours and 36 minute option is not available for me personally.
Oh.
I think I think this poll has been tinkered with. I think it has been fucked with. I smell sabotage. So I will not accept this voting as legitimate. So
I mean, stop the count early, huh?
I think something happened. Yeah, I think someone intervened there. So I don't think this is an officially like legit voting result, and I will not accept it.
Okay, no Judas cover from Tim this time.
No. All right.
What else we got?
I met Trish last week. That was cool.
What? You saw her? You've already met her before.
Yes, I've met her. Trish from Trish and Sarah podcast. She was over in Munich for 2 days. And we had a lot of fun. We watched the Bayern Munich versus Manchester United Women Champions League quarterfinal game.
They got destroyed, right? By Manchester United?
I wouldn't say they got destroyed, but
okay.
They lost. They were better in the first half, and they were leading too. Like, they were up 1-0 after the first half. And then they just decided to, like, just be all defensive for the second half, which is, like, a typical, like, terrible football trope, I want to say, nowadays. Especially, like, people, like, we got, like, the slightest of leads. Let's just fucking park the bus for the rest of the game. And then, like, Bayern just shot 2 goals, and they were basically like there was no chance they were ever gonna catch up to that. Bayern already was ahead 3-2 from the first game, from the first leg. This was the second leg, so the 1-0 wouldn't even have been enough fully, but they still decided to, like, completely change their playstyle for the second half, and that was definitely to their detriment. It's also like Manchester United has a lot less depth on the bench currently than Bayern has, so they had to kind of slow down to, like, preserve their strength and stuff, while Bayern could just do more substitutions with quality players. So they were definitely in, like, a what are you laughing?
Sorry. Like, just how much of this was Trish in your ear during the match?
I did get a lot of information from Trish for sure.
Yeah, because obviously she's super passionate Manchester United fan. I was like, when did Tim start to know so much about Manchester United women's team? Holy shit, that's funny. Okay.
Yeah, I know a lot now. Yeah. We then went, like, next day we went to, like, the German museum. That was nice. And, like,
the German museum?
Yeah, it's in Munich. It's like technological, I don't know. There's a whole bunch of stuff in there.
Okay. Like a national museum. Okay. Like
British
museum.
Essentially. Yeah. And yeah, we did some more stuff. It was a really fun day. Trish is, of course, always lovely. So hope she had a good time with me as well. Had to, like, endure my dumb ass for 2 days, but I guess it was alright.
Do you know that the meme with the guy who's just talking in the ear of the girl at a game?
Yes.
Was that Trish with you?
I'm not gonna disclose.
Okay, sorry. Oh, that's hilarious.
Now you could really tell, like, Trish is really, really passionate. And
She
gets
gets very excited. It's cute.
Have you been to a game with her before?
No, I haven't been to a game. I just know she gets very excited about things.
Yeah. Nah, it was cool. It was, like, really fun to listen
like,
to.
Whenever the topic of trains comes up as well. Yeah. Awesome.
No, I loved it. And I wasn't sick yet. This came out of nowhere, like on Sunday maybe. Sunday on Monday. All of a sudden I felt like shit.
Oh, it'll pass then, surely.
Yeah, I think so too.
Cool. All right, should we get into it?
We could get into the news section, yeah, Shupro?
Yes. Okie dokie. Shupro 2406 came out today, a few hours ago, and the front cover is the United Empire, because, of course, Callum Newman is the new IWGP Heavyweight Champion after he defeated Yota Tsuji, and Will Ospreay was in Japan as part of it. I was kind of surprised they didn't do any angles, but I guess maybe the next show.
You know, this got me thinking. I don't know. I don't know about you, but recently I kind of started thinking about this Sayaka Kurara vs Sayaka Mitani match, right?
Oh yeah, you've only thought about it recently, yeah?
Yeah. Like when I saw this Sakura Genesis,
yeah,
main event, like a light bulb went off in my head, right?
Uh-huh.
What if this is the month for Bushi Road, where they decided we're gonna take some big swings with young talent, and we're gonna test them at the top of our companies. We're gonna give them these big wins this month, and we're gonna see how it goes. So I think that's maybe a company-wide trend that they initiated with Sakura Genesis. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Callum Newman's definitely the same as Sayaka Kurara. Yeah.
But I mean, he's not quite on the level, but...
No, I mean, to be honest, it was, like, truly fucking surprising that they belted him up.
Yeah.
It would be way bigger shock to me if they belted up Sayaka, I think.
I think the comparison where it lacks is more like Sayaka Mitani to Yota Tsuji.
Yeah, yes, exactly, that as well, yeah.
Because like the gap is just way bigger between Saya and Sayaka and respectively Tsuji and Newman.
Because he was growing into the ace role, but it didn't feel like he had taken it, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, it was like he was just starting out that journey, whereas Saya is the top of the Joshi business. I mean, she just is. So.
And she had the title for like 16 months now.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I actually would have preferred if they kept it on Tsuji. I like Callum, so I don't hate the decision completely or anything, but I think they should have just kept going with Tsuji and established him properly before they cut his legs off. I don't know.
Yeah, and definitely not Yuya Uemura. Like, anyone who thinks that guy's the ace stinks. Oh. Right.
Yeah, he's a silch.
So, speaking of Sayaka Mitani, we had her weekly column. It's called the Sayasama column, where she just talks to one of her servants. And the theme of this week's column is jealousy. So, she talks about a time where she got jealous because her friend was talking to someone else. And she basically talks about how super protective she is of her friends, and she doesn't want to share her best friends with other people, and she kind of admits that it's like part of it is like a lack of confidence. So
it's kind of selfish.
Yes, yeah, I know. Then she also spoke about getting jealous of other idols when she was in the AKB idol group. It was like the subgroup though, not the main one. We spoke about that when we reviewed her book. But yeah, she was wondering why others were in the front row and she was the better dancer. She would see them appear in like magazine spreads and she was wondering why she wasn't invited. She spoke about this in her book, like about the insecurities of her appearance from her idol days and after the hundreds of rejections from idol groups. So she just repeats those themes here. And she also talks about never feeling jealous professionally in wrestling specifically because, so she means like of other wrestlers. She's never like been jealous of other wrestlers and what they're achieving and stuff like that. And she says that, what?
Why do you think she's fucking lying?
What, you gonna say Tam?
I mean, obviously, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. But maybe that's in character and here she's a bit out of character. Slightly. Blurring the lines of kayfabe. Or it's totally in character and Tam just doesn't exist in her brain anymore. She's like, Tam who? Yeah, that would be funny either way. But she basically says that she's very confident in her professional career, and that's why that type of jealousy doesn't seep through the way it does in her personal life, which I think is probably the same for a lot of people, actually. So,
yeah.
I just thought it was funny how much of a babyface she's coming off in these weekly columns recently, when they're technically meant to be in character. I've noticed her act a bit more babyface-ish in the past few months, especially since her book release. We spoke about her doing fan signings again, right? So, doesn't seem coincidental, but hey, maybe it is, and they're just trying to make more money, right?
Yeah, she's been a lot more on this high horse Saya Sama gimmick before, right? It's kind of dying off in these recent columns.
Exactly.
I agree.
Cool. You got anything else on that?
Nah, I just think she's full of shit.
And then we got Saki Kashima. So honestly, I thought this would be a bit more, but it's just a recap of the conference. And I guess I didn't watch the conference, so this might be news to others as well. So I thought I'd just go through it real quickly. Saki Kashima is obviously retiring on the 26th of April, and all her final matches have been scheduled. On the 8th of April, she has a special handicap match, which is her and Syuri, so Anikon, versus the rest of God's Eye. So, Ami Syuri, Hina, Kyoko Katatsu, Lady C, Rani Yagami, and Tomoka Inaba. She basically teases bringing in a monster. I've got no idea who. You got any ideas?
No.
Awesome. Then on the 11th of April... Yeah, I've got no idea. We got... So on 11th of April... So these are both at Korakuen. We got Saki and FWC, Hazuki and Koguma. They are against Maika, Mei Sarah, and Unagi Sayaka. So the link between Saki and FWC is that they basically all return to the promotion after leaving. That's what they say. So that's the link between them. And did Saki ever retire when she left the first time?
I don't know.
Okay.
That was before my time.
Because Hazuki and Koguma did retire, right? I believe. Yeah, okay.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Husky for sure, I think. Koguma?
I think Koguma retired.
Yeah, Koguma as well, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Then... So yeah, Unagi Sayaka's back. Obviously the news there is that she had a loser never wrestles in Stardom again match against Tam Nakano before Tam's retirement. But Saki basically says that Unagi was being annoying as fuck on X. So I'm so sorry. I meant Twitter. You need to edit that out. I swore to myself I'd never call it that. I am so sorry. Fuck Elon Musk. On Twitter, so she requested to Taro Okada to allow her to break her Stardom retirement for this. So there you go. I think, like a special request.
Yeah, I thought it was weird she said that Unagi hasn't fought in Stardom since she was fired. But she has had 3 matches or something since then. So that loser can never.
Unagi's had 3 matches since that Tam match?
No. The Tam match was already after she was fired in 2022, I think.
Yeah, no, I assume when Saki says fired, she means the Tam match. That's what I kind of assume. Loser gets fired or something.
But she was legit fired. Everybody knows that too.
I can see.
I don't know.
Confusing.
I think she just didn't think about those couple of matches she had since then. But whatever.
So then we have on the 23rd of April, we have Anikon, Saki and Syuri versus Azumi and Momo Watanabe. And this will be Saki Kashima's final match. So Taro Okada confirms that it's a one-off return for Momo, who's on hiatus, and he did explicitly mention that Azumi and Momo are still rivals, but he's giving them special permission to team together, which I just thought was kind of funny to keep kayfabe that strongly, to be honest.
I mean, they are the rivals, though.
Yeah,
from the whole QQ and Uedo Tai feud back then.
And they even had a big match, the 5-star, right? So.
Yeah, they had the big like after Momo first turned, Azumi was like her first opponent, and she legit fucking fucked her up with a loaded boot.
Oh shit!
Put a metal wrench in her boot and kicked Azumi in the face, and Azumi got legit injured. Like that was a whole thing. Like Azumi and Momo is like a big rivalry. Actually.
Oh, I didn't know that one. There you go. So I don't know how much Momo will do if she's basically still injured. So we'll see. Maybe she's just not going to do much. But Saki really wanted Momo because they were close during the Ueda Tai days, apparently, and Saki just loves Azumi, so that's why Azumi's involved, because when Saki returned in 2018, Azumi was apparently the one that welcomed her very warmly. Then Then finally she says that this is her true final match and she will have no regrets after it, wanting it to be at Korakuen Hall, and that's why she's only going to do a ceremony at Yokohama Arena 3 days later. So no retirement match on All-Star Grand Kingdom.
All right.
Finally, she says that after she retires, she wants to be a NEET for at least a month, and then maybe she'll come back if Suri-san is in trouble. I assume everyone knows what a NEET is, right? That's not like a...
I do.
Okay, great. Should we explain?
You can explain.
What is it? Not employed or in education or training?
Yeah, that's about it. I heard like rumor, or like people are speculating why this is a ceremony and not a match, and they're like speculating about like guests she's gonna have that couldn't do a match. Do you agree or?
No, I got no idea. I mean, is this some like huge Stardom lore dump that I don't know about? What's going on here?
It's mainly people are speculating if they could get Mayu Iwatani on the show if it's not in a match but in a ceremony.
Literally no way.
Because they're kind of best friends or whatever.
I
don't think so either. And I think like they can still have a ceremony and a match. So like making it only ceremony doesn't really like, if there was a ceremony and Mayu could just be on the ceremony, that I don't see that as a reason at all. No.
So we've spoken about Stardom and Marigold and the comparison to AEW, WWE, and that it's not the same, right? Like they don't just...
No.
It's not like some fucking huge war and they absolutely hate each other's guts. Like they mention each other, they talk about each other, stuff like that. They might even wrestle each other on Independence or like be on the same shows. Like that's very rare, but they have done that in Sendai Girls. And also like Suri obviously like wrestled for both promotions, so it's not like you're blacklisted if you work for one of them.
Right, exactly.
Whereas AEW and WWE is like fucking, it's like nuclear shit compared to Stardom and Marigold.
Yeah.
But as a contracted wrestler appearing on the other promotion is probably across that line. I don't think that's happening.
No, I don't think so either. I think people are just wish casting with that one.
Yeah. Then we had a short article by Rani Yagami. She basically rips Ai Sakura's talking points about the future title being very important to her and liking the time limit imposed on it. She talks about why she's nominated the Rookie of the Year as her next challenger at All-Star Grand Kingdom, because that's the person with the most momentum, and she wants to show them how good the Stardom ring is, because she's the young wrestler who's wrestled the most matches, which I can probably believe. She has, like, I don't remember her being injured. She did indie dates as well.
At all, yeah. No,
so
true.
I can believe that. She names Yuria, Hime, and Akira Kurogane as people she wants coming through that tournament because they both love the future belt. So I think Yuria might love it a bit too much. Didn't she like want to grind up on it? Like or some shit?
I didn't.
That was like her feud with Hina.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
I
remember. She wanted to do gravure shoots with the belt.
Yeah,
and Hina was like, what the fuck? Get away from this belt, you freak. That was basically the basis for their feud. Yeah,
that was funny. Hina was so funny in that feud.
Yeah, she was. Rana also mentions that she wants to become more well-rounded, just like Suri, her mentor, obviously, and be able to handle high-speed wrestlers.
Yes.
We'll see, because she did not do that against Honoka, so maybe she'll get there.
Honoka. I think
Hanako.
she handled Hanako just well.
Oh, Hanako, yeah, not Honoka. Did I say Hanako?
I think you did. Maybe
I think I said Honoka with a British accent, and you're being racist.
I think it might have just been a British accent. That's my bad. Okay. I'm sorry.
Okay, no, that's funny. They're almost an anagram of each other, except Honoka, Honoka, Hanako, Ha-no-ko. Hano. Wait, is it a straight anagram? It is a straight
anagram. Is if you put them back to back.
No, not that. Yeah, not that thing. No. Isn't that that's a palindrome?
Oh.
Yeah, no. This is an anagram. They are anagrams of each other.
Wait, no.
Someone's
one has two O's and one has two A's. No, one has two A's and one O, and one has two O's and one A.
You're right. It's not.
It's just directly reversed. All the O's are reversed. Are A's in the one name and the other.
You're right. You are right. All right. Glad we cleared that up. Then the final Shupro article we have is Tenru, who's just an old guy from New Japan. And I guess the one interesting thing he kind of said is, what I picked up on, is that he loves Maiko Satomura and Sendai Girls, and that's why obviously he has Sendai Girls wrestlers on his in his promotion Tenru project. And the reason I find it interesting is because in the same Shupro issue 2406, the editor-in-chief, Naoya Yuzawa, is stepping down after like 9 years and a few months. And he had an interview with the previous editor, who was also around for like 9 years. So it was two old guys, editors of Shupro, interviewing each other. And they also mentioned... So Yamamoto, who was the previous editor, he mentioned that he loves Marvelous and Chigusa Nagaya, obviously, and Sendai Girls, Maiko Satomura and Sendai Girls. So it's interesting that both have mentioned Maiko and Sendai Girls as an example of like stiff wrestling in Joshi. So, because I always associated, when I was telling Tim about this off air, I always associated that era of men, like old men who like the Showa era. Nothing against old men, by the way. And I'm saying old men a lot. I don't mean that disparagingly. That's just a descriptor of them. I thought always associated them with like the Rossi Ogawa Marigold promotion, just because remember all of the stuff about Rossi Ogawa wanting to bring back the Showa era when the promotion started up and stuff like that. That was like the media perception they were having. And obviously he's got very good media connections. So this was, I know everyone listening might know this. This is news to me. Okay, enjoy my learning process. I did not know that Maiko Satomura had like the same reputation, which is cool. So, something new learnt for Eric. Let's go. And the Yamamoto guy, actually, interestingly, was basically saying, well, Yuzawa asked him, what about men's wrestling? And Yamamoto basically replied, men are no good in today's era. So,
it's so funny.
It's kind of crazy. Maybe you can see like things shifting more. Maybe that's like related to like Stardom's popularity shift as well. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like the perception of it, I guess, is maybe swinging back compared to where it was like the previous 20 years, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's a great thing.
Agree.
But also the fact that they're bringing in young people along, like that's like a two-pronged approach. So maybe that explains some of the popularity increase in Joshi wrestling, which is good. So
absolutely.
What else does Tenru say? He likes Suri. You could have probably guessed that. She wrestles stiff, and he wants her to become a legend like the Crush Girls, Don Matsumoto, Akira Hokuto, and Shinobu Kandori. Hopefully not current day Shinobu Kandori. And says that Suri needs to stay true to herself, which, you know, Suri has a lot of support from people from this demographic, I guess. So
yeah,
that's the reason why she gets so much media attention, by the way. It's her and Stardom that just fucking dominate the news. Even, do you remember Tsukasa Fujimoto said it in her interview?
Yeah.
She was like, I look at my newsfeed and it's
jealous.
it's just Stardom and Suri. So very interesting, I guess.
It's funny.
Right, let's get into Stardom, shall we?
Yeah. You're gonna take these today?
I'll give your voice a rest. Just jump in when you need to.
All right.
So we have a house show on the 4th of April in Osaka. And I've got two interesting notes about this. Okay. So, well, interesting, I guess, maybe to me and you and a few others, and no one else might care, but I think it's interesting. So they ran a building in Osaka called Herbis Hall, and they did 652, which is really good. So Eddie and Arena Osaka number 2 is closed for renovations, along with number 1. Number 1 opened up for a few months, and they did New Beginning there, and they also did the Supreme Fight, whatever it was, the Stardom pay-per-view on the 7th of February. And now both are closed for renovations. So that's why they had to book a new venue. And it's interesting to me that the venue they chose is basically... So where it is basically in central Osaka, like near Umeda Station. And that's where all the regional trains come in, right? That's where you can go to Kobe, you can go to Kyoto from there. And it's all the same, within the same vicinity. So it's a really good travel point compared to like Eddie and Arena. Like me and Alex got lost in Umeda. Like it's almost like Shinjuku, to be honest. Like it's a huge, it's like 3 stations in one. So, but the interesting thing is the venue doesn't get used for wrestling.
Is it one of those expensive ones?
That's exactly the point I'm going to make. It doesn't get used for wrestling, but it's been around since 1997. So I imagine that the fees just didn't make sense for a lot of companies, given like how central in Osaka it is. So it's interesting that Stardom basically have no problem finding alternatives, which I already know. Like Eddie and Arena goes, and they're just like, okay, fine, we'll just book Herbis Hall, and they just have no problem like doing that. It's like the Belsao deal in Tokyo, you know, where like Bushi Road has kind of an in to these corporate conference rooms, because maybe they're either just willing to pay the cash, or like the property owners are like, oh, it's Bushiroad, you know, cool, here's a deal for you, whatever. So whenever one of the main buildings close, they're good to fork up the cost for an alternative, which other promotions might not have. So I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
And we can compare it to other promotions. So like Dragon Gate, they also ran Edion Arena quite a lot. And now they only have one Osaka date on their schedule right now. for like, since like up to like June or July, I think they put out schedules or whatever. So, and the building they chose was a Meta building, which is like a famous huge building you can go to the top of and have awesome views of Osaka. I was actually there on our last night, and we've got like a little cute engraved heart lockpick at the top of the building. It's actually really cute. Yeah, you can put a pick lock. Sorry, what was it called? A padlock.
Okay.
A padlock.
Yeah.
So we engraved a heart padlock with our names and then tied it to like the top of a fence, which is right at the top of the building, overlooking all of Osaka.
That's so.
It's very cute.
Is that allowed?
Yeah, no. It's like they're selling it. They sell the service.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's like a dedicated area for it. We didn't just vandalize a building in Osaka. So Noah also chose to run that building. New Japan have chosen an arena called Asui Arena No. 2, which is all the way out on the piers near Universal Studios. So it's quite a bit out from the center. So I think it's interesting how promotions are finding new arenas, and Stardom just go, fuck it, let's go in the city center, whatever it costs. So
it's probably bigger than New Japan one. Than
the New Japan one is big. Yeah.
They're probably not gonna be satisfied with like a 600 to 700.
Yeah, exactly.
Building.
So even if it's out in the middle of nowhere, they would rather pick a bigger building, obviously, because why wouldn't you? Yeah. We'll keep track of that while Edion is closed, because I find it interesting. The second note that I've been meaning to say for a while, but I always cut it out due to time, and I don't have that issue this week. Saya Kamitani has either only main evented or not been on the card for every show in 2026 so far. So obviously she's been injured for a month, but I just find it interesting because last year we mentioned, so remember when we were talking about Saya Kamitani, Saya's like MVP case and like how she's a soft draw for the promotion? It was in like our second episode or something.
Yeah.
I mentioned that it was interesting that whenever they ran somewhere new, she would normally be on the main event, more often than not. So they like to lead with her when getting new audiences. But so in 2026, it feels like they're doubling down on that because she's either like not on the card, even when not injured, or she's in the main event. And I don't know if that's a coincidence or if they want to make her feel like a special attraction, because in 2025, her average position on the card when she was on it was 76%. So that means the top quarter of the card when you average out all of her card positions in 2025. In 2026, it's 100%. So could be nothing, but I think that's interesting because it's like, it's a window into how Taro Okada and the company may be viewing her, I guess.
Right, yeah.
Cool.
No, I think it's a good decision.
I think it is because... Do you remember what she was speaking about last week in Shupro about having more like younger and girl fans?
Yes, yeah.
And if you look at Marigold and TJPW shows, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of sad when you look at the audiences. Just a bunch. Sorry, I'm really sorry, old men, if you're listening. But it's just a bunch of old men.
I don't think they are.
No, I don't think they are. I don't think Japanese old men are listening. And I want these promotions to grow, and I don't think you can grow solely by targeting old men. So you need, like I mentioned before, that two-pronged attack. You need to bring in some younger audience, and I think Saya does that. So I think pushing her as a special attraction makes sense.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a good thing to do.
Yeah, you think? Maybe. All right, first match. We had Ami Sourei, Hina, Lady C, and Suri versus MMI, Ishmael, Hazuki, Maika, and Mei Sarah. You got anything?
I think the Maika, Mei Sarah best friend arc is really funny to watch.
Do you think Maika's joining Neogen?
I don't know, but it was so funny before the match here. Like, what is this team even? It was probably just people who wanted to face Saki Kashima. No, Saki Kashima wasn't.
She wasn't even in this. This was just God's Eye. Yeah,
it was just God's Eye. I don't know what to make of this team. Then it's like,
it was just scraps.
But like May and Maika, I think they're becoming best friends, which is cute.
Yes. Agreed. It was like a little Emma showcase, I think. Like, Syria was just slapping her around the face. And
both matches, kind of, right? The next
yes.
day, too.
Yeah, exactly.
I liked that about those, yeah.
Hina's jackhammer looked really good in this match as well.
Oh, yeah.
It was the finish. I bet you're happy that it was the finish, because I think you were saying you wanted to finish with it more often, right?
Yeah. I mean, if Emma would kick out of it, I just would like, it's time to just let the move go. Like, I don't know. Like, if like, in a huge title match, someone kicks out, it's kind of alright, but like she should definitely beat people like Emma with it.
Yep, but fun opener.
Yes.
Then we had Akira Kurogane, Itsuki Aoki, Rini Yamashita, and Suzuki, which is Movida Loca, against Kikyo Furusawa, Motoi Hamabe, Tabata, and Waka Tsukiyo. So, I mean, Akira and Motoi were...
What a team.
It was like a preview for their rookie tournament match, the show after. And Akira and Motoi were really good here, I think. Not even my beloved Itsuki could make me care about Waka. I mean, I just did not care when Waka was in there. So
yeah.
Any thoughts?
Yeah. I mean, Akira and Motoi, they really did their best to like drum up interest for this rookie tournament, I guess. Like just brawling nonstop. It was so fucking funny how Itsuki had to carry Akira away, just like a little kitten or like a cat who would not like
a murder
let
cat.
Go of the I also thought Tabata is not great.
I have the same thing. Like I one of my notes is I just don't get Tabata. I think I'm just. Am I supposed to get her? Is she supposed to be good? Like, the only thing I've seen her do well is like a flying head scissors. I think she does.
The gear is great. But now I think Tabata is like one of those examples, like when people always say send them to Stardom, you know, about like I don't know, like Julia Hart or whatever, about people who have a rough time improving in AEW.
Yeah.
I think Tabata is one of those examples where you see that you don't automatically improve just because you're in Stardom for 3 months or whatever. Yeah. You have to want to improve, and I think Tabata maybe just doesn't put the work in, or maybe she's just naturally not that talented enough to get it, but she just doesn't improve whatsoever. Like week in, week out, she's on every one of those shows, and she's always looking the same, kind of sloppy, kind of slow, and just doesn't really do it for me. So I think it's got more to do with than just being on a tour. I mean that's historically been proven often enough with all those fucking gaijin who went in and out of Stardom. Like famously, fucking Blake Monroe was the one gaijin who really wanted to improve and did really improve, and now she ended up like this. That's another ironic thing, but yeah.
Blake who?
The girl from NXT.
Oh, okay. So I also liked Rini Yamashita in this match as a wall. I kind of like her being that wall for like rookies and geeks.
Yeah.
Like they all needed to give her a forearm at the same time, and then Kikyo could land a body slam. This is how you use freelancers if you're going to use them in Stardom. Like use them to liven up your matches, lower down the card, and I think Movida Loca are so good at that. So like even if the EXV feud kind of was hit and miss with how long it went on, I do think Movida Loca, like people shouldn't let that feud color their view of Movida Loca. I think because they have an important role lower down the card. I mean, and the lower card has to exist. You can't just jump straight to your red belts every single show.
I just don't get people who don't like Movida Loca.
Neither do I. They're my favorite unit, but
such a good vibes.
And what is it? This is second on the card, like right? It's like it's not taking up much time.
They're always great. Like when is a Movida Loca match like not entertaining?
Exactly.
I don't know.
Well, maybe I think it's the EXV feud kind of maybe putting people off, even though I liked all of it.
I mean, yeah, I'm ready for it to. I've been ready for it to stop for the last months too. But like individually in a vacuum, like that's not necessarily their fault. They're not their fault. Their own feuds, probably.
Exactly.
Was I supposed to say Blake Saints? Is that her name?
No, I was doing a bit.
I thought that was the
no, but yeah, I guess Ricky Monroe is also kind of gone into the ether as well. Raheem Monroe and Blake Saints. God. Amazing. Momokogo. Oh, did you see the Kendall Gray match that Dave was going fucking mental for?
No.
You didn't. I don't even know why I'm asking you. It was okay, but I was watching it and I was like, oh, this is a pretty decent 3-star match. I'm like, what the fuck?
What did Dave say?
Well, he gave it 4.5 stars, and he said, he said Kendall Gray is going to be the greatest North American wrestler ever, and no one has ever been as good as her at this point in time.
Yes.
And this was, and if you compare it to like Mercedes Monet's career, I guess, like career lengthwise, Mercedes had already had the Bayley matches at this point.
Yes, exactly.
But maybe he means age, and if he means age, then okay, sure. But
no, age, sure. Kendall is 24, right? Mercedes was 23, I think.
Oh, is it even
for the Brooklyn match? Yes, it's even an age. It's everything. Like, it's just fucking Dave being a senile old man. I'm sorry.
Oh, wait, hang on. Mercedes might have been later in her career when she had the Bayley matches then. I think I got that.
I think so. But I mean, so the thing is, Kendall Gray had like, I think only 2 years of experience in pro wrestling so far. But she's like a trained wrestler, right?
She's an amateur wrestler. She's like legit.
High school.
Yeah, no, like legit.
High school,
like
university
level.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Yes. So obviously that's a different transition than like Mercedes being like on the shindies for like 6 years or whatever and trying to become a pro wrestler in like the worst environment ever. I don't know.
I guess it would be like when Kurt Angle debuted, it would be like saying he's going to be the greatest American wrestler ever.
Yes.
Which, I mean, he's one of, I guess.
Yeah, so he is, but like, I don't know.
Maybe she will be, but it just feels like why... Yeah, anyway. It felt like a slight to Mercedes, I guess.
Absolutely. I mean, Dave hates Mercedes. It's like...
Yeah, exactly. I think that's my only problem with it. Because I don't doubt him when he says she's going to be a legit great wrestler, because she looks like she's going to be. But, yeah.
Yeah, sure. I don't know.
Cool. Okay, yeah, because we're talking about
the funny thing is that he's been on that train like just 2 years ago with like fucking Tiffy time, you know?
Wait, you mean Manami Toyota?
Played out. Yeah.
That was fucking ridiculous.
Just in general, these fucking ridiculous comparisons like day in, day out. Like
that is actually why the Kendall Gray stuff gets more pushback.
Yes, I think so too.
Because if you watch Kendall Gray, everyone knows she's great. I just don't get the hyperbole.
Yes. In general, it's ludicrous to say, like, especially if Mercedes at these, like...
Yes.
Like, the Brooklyn match is, like, one of the most beloved women's matches in America in, like, ever, right?
Do you know it holds up as well? I actually watched it last year, and I was like, this is fucking incredible. It actually holds up really well. It's not just like a... You know, normally when things are happening at the time, you get really excited. I watch it back. It's just a fucking great match.
I don't doubt you. I've seen it like once in 2017 or whatever. It was like 2 years after it happened.
Oh, yeah.
And I barely really... I remember it being a very emotional match and like very good heel work and stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
I probably remember it more than any other WWE match I watched at the time, so it probably does hold up, yeah.
For sure. Now we move on from the greatest North American wrestler of all time to Momokogo, who teamed up with Sai Ida against Rani Yagami and Tomoka Inaba.
You think Momokogo is better than Kendall Gray?
Okay. Okay, no, that's a bit too far. But I think Kendall Gray, where would she rank on the Stardom wrestler, the roster? Probably better than... I don't think
I've seen her. Have I seen her? Have you ever made me watch her?
Was
she in that 6-man?
Yes, she was in that 6-man that David got us to watch. Did you know she just ripped the Andrade elbow? Which I don't mind because it's a sick move. And, you know, I don't mind people copying each other's moves, but I thought it was interesting. Andrade is the person she's been watching. Which is cool.
Is it like the spinny?
Yeah, the spinny one.
Andrade does? Okay.
Yeah. So maybe she's a student of the game, you know. Right. Sai Ida. So she was on Oni Renchan. Which is cool.
Does it air yet?
I think it's maybe... Yeah, it has aired, right? I think it's aired. I don't fucking know. I think it airs on weekends.
I've seen clips, but I don't know if those were like preview clips.
No, I reckon it's aired. I think it's aired. So the interesting thing is that it's a really popular program with a bunch of idols and actors and such. And it launched Sai Kamatani's success, basically. So that is what opened up the floodgates for Sai Kamitani. So it's interesting that they appeared together on this one, and that also Saida was maybe selected for the slot, because I think in Sai's book she mentioned how they contacted her. I think that's just how it works in Stardom. They contact the wrestlers for media opportunities. So I just find it interesting that Saida was the one selected.
I just think that's because she's so freaking athletic, right?
Maybe, yeah. But in spring,
she was also selected for the bodybuilding contest.
Okay, that makes sense. Stuff. This is 300-meter races back to back to back.
I don't know if she has a lot of stamina, but I figure she's probably in the gym all day. I don't know.
I need to know where she ranked in that race actually. Or I'll look that up after. So this match, the Tomoka Saida duel, was pretty fun. I like that a lot. And that's pretty much all I got there.
I thought Tomoka Inaba's fingernails look crazy dangerous to be like a karateka or whatever you call it.
Always think about every Joshi nails though. Like there's like sometimes they wear the fake ones. I'm like, how the fuck do you wrestle with fake nails?
Yeah. The Tomoka ones were legit, like they looked like fucking weapons, you know.
Like
they were so sharp. Yeah, they were so long and sharp. Like when she was doing her camera pose into the camera, I was like, how is she wrestling with these things? Like that's
crazy.
Crazy.
I don't know how it works. Anything else?
No, it was kind of fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Maki Ito, Starlight Kid, and Xena versus Natsupoi Rian and Yuna Mizumori. So this was a little Kawaii of Kawaii championship preview match for Yokohama between Natsupoi and Maki Ito. Do you think Maki Ito just has Kikyo make her new belts every time Poi breaks them in half? Because Poi legitimately breaks them.
I thought she wasn't able to really break them until Hamamatsu. I think she always failed.
Oh, really?
Or did she actually break them?
I thought she actually broke them, but maybe not.
But not to the extent that she did in Hamamatsu.
Yeah, I know. She ripped that shit apart in the next show. Yeah.
I think she maybe she made like minor dents or whatever that Maki or Kikyo could like repair. But like the unrepairable damage came the next night, I think.
Yeah, so Rian did a lot of stomping, and it's becoming a bit like Rina's spitting, I guess, because now she's trying to stomp Daichi, and Daichi's like dodging it.
Wait, she's done that for a while though.
Yeah, that's possible.
That was always the fun spot when Daichi tried to stop her from stomping people in the corner. She started stomping Daichi instead.
That may well be the case, Tim. I've got no idea. It's not something I write down every time it happens. To be honest, this is the time I kind of noticed it, I guess. But she's also appearing behind people like a fucking horror movie to stamp their feet. So I think it was like Starlight Kid was posing on the ropes, like just gloating to the crowd, and then Rian just standing behind her waiting to stomp on her. I've already said my take on the foot stomping and how I don't really care much for it. But I don't deny it's probably fun for people who are a fan of Rian. So just not my thing.
Yes.
And
I was
gone.
Sorry. I was surprised by these teams on this show. What is Maki Ito, Starlight Kid, and Xena?
Maybe Maki's recruiting new people. Don't know.
Maybe. I was also surprised. Do you not go over the finishes because you don't want to like spoil it for people? I was thinking of that last week.
It depends on if it matters. And most house show finishes don't matter, so I don't write them down. Okay. What happened to?
Because you never mention them, and I always make a point to mention them. And I thought, why do we actually have to mention them? Maybe people want to watch that,
Well,
maybe we should just talk about the match without the finish. Maybe you're doing that on purpose. I never thought about it like that. But
well, I would only talk about a finish if it plays into a storyline.
Okay. I know if this one did. I'm gonna spoil this one. So
yeah, if this one did go for it, I didn't actually
do like a plus 15 seconds or whatever on your podcast player. If you don't want to know. So Xena pinned Yuna. Are they doing like a Xena high speed title match or whatever?
Yeah,
because that would be kind of strange. I don't know.
That honestly didn't even register on my radar because I just seen Yuna get pinned. Like, they don't really protect Yuna, even though she's a high-speed champion, right?
Yeah, but I mean, Rina is in the match. Rian. No, Rina? No, Rian.
Rian, yeah,
right?
but they're protecting Rian,
Rina.
though, right?
Are they? Wow.
I'm joking. Yeah, no, I got no idea. Yeah, I didn't actually pick up on that. Maybe she's doing high-speed match, yeah.
No. I mean, she's good. She wouldn't fail, I don't think.
Well, do you remember how we spoke about Yuna's high-speed matches and we just want to see her in, like, Hoss matches? Like, we just want to see her throw fucking bombs and lariats. So her and Xena were actually pretty fun in this match. So it'd be cool if they did a high-speed match, but actually just did high-speed. So, but we'll see. Then we had the rookie tournament, the first match between Anna Kanaya and Yurihime. And the winner would go on to face Emma Maeshima on the 8th of April. If you don't want spoilers, because obviously now I'm going to mention it. Yuria won.
We have to do spoiler warnings now every time.
Yeah, exactly. Yuria won, and she will face Emma on the 8th of April. So Anne's aggressiveness in this match, I thought, was really good. Like, she was blasting Yuria with forearms in the corner.
Yeah.
And during this match, I had to look up Anna Kanaya's background. Because I'm like, there is no way she did not have some acting background. Just the way she carries herself out and how comfortable she is. You know what I mean?
Was she a dancer or something?
So she's been a wrestling fan since her third year of high school, when she watched matches on YouTube. She tried to become a member of the drama club as her wish was to become an actress, but she ended up dropping it. So I was half right, because she didn't end up doing acting. So she just did a normal job. It's never disclosed what that normal job was. So she must have just had a normal office work job. But then she finally got the itch when she watched a show called Pro Wrestling General Election, which was last broadcast in 2022. It's a TV show on TV Asahi, which basically ranks the wrestlers from 50 to 1. And Kazuchika Okada won in 2022.
What?
So,
he did?
Yeah, in 2022 he won number 1 on that show.
That's crazy.
Well, what happened in 2022? I don't remember what he was doing. Wasn't he champion? I literally have no idea. 2022.
Right.
It doesn't even ring a bell.
That's a while ago, actually. Yeah. I think he may have been champion in that year. Yeah, you're right.
Yes. So then she moved to Tokyo in 2023 to train with Stardom after her passion got reignited again. But I think she was just an office worker, but she wanted to do acting early on in high school and she just didn't end up doing it. So that's just a really interesting background to be as good as she is.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just sorry about the other thing. I was just thinking about last year's list where he was like, was he number 50 or was he outside of the top 50? I don't remember. Not in the general election show, but in the Shupro awards.
Yeah. He was pretty low down there, but yeah, he was on there still. Yeah.
Yeah, but now I totally agree. Annie is like a natural talent at like just crowd charisma. I don't know.
And she's got no formal training in this. It's just
it's crazy.
It is really impressive.
She's just a very outgoing personality, I think.
I didn't mention the best bit, Tim. She was so one of the reasons she decided to join Stardom in 2023. She was captivated by Tam Nakano, Drink. And that because of Tam, she chose Stardom. So that's why she's been hanging around the Cosmic Angels, I think. I really think she's someone that walks Tam Road, like so many other smart wrestlers.
Absolutely.
I'm really glad our favorite Stardom rookie is a Tam Nakano fan and is going to join the Cosmic Angels. So thank God.
That's probably also why she's like stood out to me so much, probably, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Makes sense if she's emulating that.
So back to the match. So yeah, the dynamic of this match was funny to me because Yurihime was the one selling and being a babyface, and I guess that's because she's better at doing that. Like she's not able to really control a match. And I thought it was funny that the rookie with the fewest matches, Anna Kanaya, is the one that can control the match and let Yuria sell and be the babyface.
That is kind of funny, yeah.
That kind of tells you how good she is compared to Yuria. But Yuria does her role really well, like the babyface selling role. I'm not going to say she was bad at it or anything like that. There was like a sick double-footed dropkick from Yuria, which I thought was really good. I love how Yuria is using her glutes as a submission hold. That's very smart. She was like rolling back into the middle of the ring like a gator roll into a devil's kiss. I was like, hell yeah, fuck, go for it. Yeah, just all in on that. And that eventually got the tap, right? She got the tap with her glutes. Yeah, she did. So this was... Yeah, go on.
I was disappointed by the finish, obviously. But Yuria isn't bad or anything.
She's totally fine.
Fan. Yeah.
I thought this was a good match, and I actually think it's one of my favorite Yuria matches, which obviously is not a long list, but it still is one of my favorite Yuria matches. She had good selling as the underdog, and then she won with her signature submission. And Anne's selling in that submission was really good, the way she tried hard to get out of it. So, yeah, I like this match.
Yep, same.
Then we had Fukugen Death versus Saki Kashima. So, obviously we reviewed their Gokugen Pro match, but now it's with Kaori Yoneyama in the Fukugen Death gimmick. They did brawling. Saki picked up a random baby because that acts as like garlic to Fukugen Death. Fukugen Death was terrified of the baby because if you remember, she's allergic to happiness. And babies, a lot of the time, are irrationally happy. So she just fucking hates babies. So they're just looking for like merch in the crowd to show each other, it seems. Like Fukugen Death is like picking up towels and just showing Saki Kashima. So that was just fun. And then the ring announcer does a 5-minute announcement, and then the crowd pops, and then Fukugen, because they're just doing fucking nothing. They're literally doing nothing, just walking around, just fucking about, and then they're like, 5 minutes remaining, and then the whole crowd just laughs. Fukugen Death goes to the ring announcer and threatens him. She's like, bitch, like, let us take our time. We're just having fun
so
here.
Funny, man.
Yeah. They go near Taro Okada and use his table. And Fukugen's about to put Saki through the table. And then Okada calls for the bell to stop the match because he deems that too dangerous. So the match ends via President stoppage. He gets booed.
That's so funny.
He gets booed. Saki wants a rematch, so they get a rematch. They throw Taro Okada into the ring. They make him run the ropes.
That was insane.
They start beating him up. Fukugen Death tries to roll up Saki, and Taro Okada saves the pin on Saki. And the whole crowd is just chanting, Okada, Okada.
I popped too.
It's amazing. Fukugen goes for a brain buster, and Okada reverses the brain buster into his own. And guys, I shit you not, it looked so clean. It looked so fucking clean.
Brainbuster was so clean. It's crazy.
Do you remember in the Taro Card interview we spoke about maybe 2 episodes ago? He said that he likes to stay in shape in case the moment comes to do a fun angle. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure he does more than stay in shape because that vertical suplex was literally perfect.
He was in that wrestling club at school or whatever, right?
Oh, and they actually wrestled in there? That makes sense.
I think they do like some basic stuff.
Okay, because I thought he was just
that's where Hanako started to.
Oh, it's the same thing? Okay, fine.
I think so, yeah.
That makes sense then. Yeah, because he looked very good. But anyway, Saki gets the pin with her signature pin on Fukugen, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Saki pins Fukugen, yes.
Yeah, this was a really good match, especially if you're into shenanigans like me and Tim are. Very, very, very fun.
Yeah, actually, like, that was my comment at the end, that was awesome. And,
it was awesome. Yeah, this was actually awesome. Yeah, this is in my match of the weeks, so.
When Okada broke up the pin, I fucking...
It was so good. The way he just fucking jumped for it. After they were both beating him up as well.
After he, like, ended the first match prematurely, and then he broke up the pin for the second. It was just so funny.
Yeah, definitely watch that match on the Osaka house show. Then we had Ai Sakura versus Hanako, which is obviously an interesting match. So this was meant to be for the future title, because obviously Sakura wanted to face Hanako for the future title, but they both edged out and blah, 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 blah. So they were meant to face each other for that. But then Sakura had her dreams ripped away from her. And I will say, I'm just going to mention quickly, on her blog, she had a blog the day after this match.
Oh, no.
So, yes. So the day after the Hanako match. So I just wanted to mention that quickly. So she said that she failed to break the curse of the future title and that she will always think back to not winning it and the sting she feels now. She has come to understand that the future belt is just not meant for her. So if you remember last week, we spoke at Ai Sakura basically saying when she dies, the thing that's going to like flash before her eyes is not winning the future title. And she basically repeats that. She says that she gave it everything, and whether it's luck or timing, that's all part of what it means to become a star. And right now, she simply doesn't have that. She said that now she has had a singles match with Hanako, she hopes that she has set the precedent of having singles matches without titles on the line, and she wants to face each of the rookies in singles matches after the rookie tournament, starting with the runner-up, because the winner will be busy with the future title. That's cool. I'm looking forward to her going through the rookies. She jokingly says that she should make her own belt, given that Stardom have officially recognized the Kawaii of Kawaii title. And then she says that Hanako is her biggest rival and that it's frustrating that she hasn't beaten her in a singles match even once, which I actually didn't know was a stat, so there you go. She wants to work hard to surpass Hanako, which is why, spoiler, she wants to beat her to the white belt, which was in the post-match promo. So, given all of Aya Sakura's feelings right now, she was obviously more aggressive in this fight, and she starts peppering Hanako with kicks. Hanako invites Sakura to kick her in the back, and Sakura does this cool bit now where she pretends like she's going to kick you in the back, and then she just kicks you in the head. So that was funny.
Awesome.
Sakura's really carved out her own character and her strikes and her moves. She feels
so awesome.
She feels so well rounded in a way that others with her level of experience don't. She feels like the complete package. I don't mean she's the best at everything. What I mean is she's really well rounded. And I think she's on the path to becoming a top star.
Absolutely.
So Hanako, on the other hand, we've spoken a bit about her struggles and not knowing when to do stuff with certain opponents. She's really great with, she's really great with Aya Sakura, to be honest. That's the number one. So Hanako is laying all of her fucking shit in this match, okay, against Sakura. They're just so good with each other. Hanako's lariats and big boots in this match looked mental. They were so good. And, Hanako does an avalanche suplex into a second one, and then Sakura blocks it, and then Irish whips her into a rebound German suplex. These are the spots we were getting on this semi-main event on a house show. It was a legit good match. Actually, so there was a Sakura submission move, I don't know if you remember it, where she was upside down.
This one, that was so good.
She had Hanako's head and arm trapped. And the way that came about was because Sakura was countering a powerbomb. That was wild.
It was out of a torch rack position almost, right? It was a really weird counter.
I thought it was a powerbomb.
I don't know. Maybe.
Either way, it was a crazy transition and it was a really good submission. Then there was another sick German from Aya Sakura, but Hanako is so big that she can't even hold the bridge. She goes for the wrist clutch German, which is the Blooming Dream, I think it's called. I think it's named after Tam's Twilight Dream. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But she's what's Aya Sakura's nickname? It's Blooming Star or whatever?
Yeah, because Sakura means blooming. It's blooming, right?
Oh, that was the thing. Sakura means blooming. Yeah.
Sorry, it's it's cherry blossom. Sorry, is what I meant. Sakura is cherry blossom.
Okay, yeah. She's got that whole blooming theme going on.
Yeah. So, and then we have for a buzzsaw kick, right? So we got a buzzsaw kick from Sakura, which sounds and looks amazing. Really wish she finished the match with it, but it wasn't to be, as then Hanako picked her up for the JP coaster for the win. So
I never know what this is called. I always call it
coaster.
weird sit-down F5, but...
Yeah, don't call it an F5. Okay. Cancelled.
No. Sorry.
So anyone that doesn't see it with Hanako should watch her matches with Aya Sakura.
Yes.
Because if that Hanako is more consistent and does that more consistently, she would be amazing. I think she's good, but she's not consistent like she is with Sakura. Was that fair?
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. I think the main thing about this match for me was the Aya Sakura's promo after the match too. Yes,
so in the post-match, so I don't actually have transcripts because it wasn't covered by Shupro.
Me neither, I just fucking realized that I don't have the thing here.
Yeah, so all I've got is tweets and stuff, but I think the gist is that she's super mad that Hanako lost the future title before they could fight for it, and she's going fucking ballistic, actually ballistic. If you remember her during her Maki Ito feuds, that's kind of what she was like here. And then she basically says, "I'll race you for the white belt." I think it was an awesome promo. Just how she delivered it. I like the way she delivered it. And also content-wise, I really like that they're challenging each other for a race to the white belt. I always love those storylines. I like that they're setting up these two to be career rivals because Hanako is good with Sakura, so they're always going to have good chemistry. So, yeah, I liked everything about this post-match.
I think I think she has a really cool mind for pro wrestling, right? I think she has these really like nice, unique goals she sets herself, or like puts priorities on things like that usual like other prototypical wrestlers don't really do that much, like fighting all the rookies now and then doing like saying I want to race you to the white belt and stuff like that. She has like her own like agendas or whatever, her own like
and it feels like she initiates it. Like she's the driving
initiative
force.
That's what I meant.
She's got good initiative. Yes,
yeah, because like that's what Trish, for example, always tells me about like certain wrestlers too. In New Japan and stuff, like there's apparently a lot of wrestlers who just don't have their own initiative.
Yes.
And that's part of the reason why they aren't in like higher spots or whatever, or like why they will never be bigger stars in a way. It's because like they're missing the certain like drive and initiative to like be their own thing and set their own goals and stuff.
It's one of the biggest things about being a star. When I'm watching rookies, I don't look at like it's not just about the moves they can do. It's also about like their confidence, because that Celine Mizora, I know go on a lot about her. It's just fucking crazy that she's doing the stuff she's doing in her first few matches. That is like an initiative. Like you want to, it's all a performance, and you're putting your all into a performance. And I feel like that's what Aya Sakura does. Obviously at a higher level, you can tell she wants to reach the top of the business, I guess is the way to put it.
Absolutely.
She's not content with doing what she's doing, not complacent. Yeah.
Right, exactly. That's also kind of why I love Akira so much, Kurogane.
Absolutely.
She also has that like special drive or whatever. You can really tell that she really knows what she wants to do and achieve and how she tries to get there.
Exactly. Cool. Main event. We had a big fuck off 12-woman tag. It was
I got the exact same thing. I mean, that's the official name for it.
That is the official name for these. Azumi B. Priestley, Hanan, Miyu Amasaki, Sari Ano, and Sayaka Kurara versus Hate, which is Azusa Inaba, Konami, Natsuko Tora, Rina, Ruaka, and Sayaka Kamitani. I've actually got almost nothing on this. So Ruaka and Tora won by spraying the mist in Miyu Amasaki's face, and then they told her to get lost. And then Rina cuts a babyface promo and gets a chance. So what were we saying about Rina just being booked as a babyface?
Yeah. I mean, she's doing that herself kind of too, right?
Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah,
I don't blame her for it because, I mean, she's just so good. Like, just fuck it. But she is very deliberately babyfacing herself all the time.
Yes. This was like the most egregious example though. It was like, and then she was like encouraging the chance, stuff like that. I guess the match, I mean, Hanan and Konami are pretty good with each other. We already know that. I'm very excited for that match. I guess I wanted to say Konami's previews and her title matches have all been good. Like, she hasn't had like a bad preview tag.
She's so good right now. And with Hanan too, like, I think they're going to have a banger.
Yes. Like,
Konami's very good chemistry.
Yeah, she's just on another level. Like, normally you'd phone it in on preview tags on house shows, and she just doesn't ever. So, I've got like Saya and Sayaka faced off, but it was kind of short, and I thought it was cool. I guess that Sayaka Kamitani broke off the rear naked choke quite quickly because that's what Sayaka's signatures. But it
was also cool how Sayaka like kind of outsmarted her to get the rear naked choke in the first place. So.
Yep.
I think the most important note for me was before the match. Like, after the babyfaces made their entrance, you just have to watch Saori and Miyu Amasaki. Like, I don't know, that was so fucking good. Did you see that?
No, I skipped the entrances on house shows.
Oh.
I'm guessing it was like the regional rivalry?
Nah, I think Saori is just full on, like, smitten with her, like, full on.
Oh, ever since like, the Ranmaru.
I think so,
stuff.
Yeah. Like, Miyu was warming up, right? She did like this swinging her leg up and down warm up thing, and Saori was just fucking stunned, like fucking staring at her, and like I don't know, her facial expression was like so, I don't know, it was so funny. I think she's, I don't know, it was a very funny moment. I think. That was like my highlight of the match. Essentially.
Amazing. All right, then. All right, no, that's it. So that was a live show. And
I gotta clip this maybe. That was very good.
Yeah. And now we move on to the VOD show, which I'm going to be quicker with because it was a VOD show. So I do have notes on this as well. So this was Hamamatsu, 5th of April, day after. And the note I've got is, it's a big building. And
it was a black void.
They did 777 people for a VOD house show in that big building. So that might not mean anything to you if you're listening, but that is a number that, like, for example, some indies will literally never get in Korakuen Hall for their biggest shows, and not small indies either. Stardom doing that. So Hamamatsu's one of their good towns. Like, they always draw pretty well in there. Like, they've drawn 1,000 in that same room before for the 5-star. But they've only done, like I just mentioned, they've only done bigger numbers when it's like a special show. So, like, they did higher numbers for the Goddess Tag League. This is the best ever number in this building for just a house show, for like a VOD house show.
That's awesome.
The next closest was like it was main evented with an artist title match between Cosmic Angels. So Cosmic Angels beat EXV, I think it was, in summer 2024. So that one had 707, so 70 less people. Okay. But that was a title match. This one literally had nothing. So really crazy.
Do we know, by the way, do we have any idea how the Yokohama Arena sales are looking?
Oh, I do not know.
Okay.
I could look.
I mean, you can never really tell from Japanese pre-sales, right?
No,
except if everything should be sold out or whatever. But
yeah, you can check that. I mean, maybe I can look it up. And
you don't need to do it now. I was just maybe you by chance had the
by chance I do not. But you know, I'm just going to keep stalling and talking about the card while I maybe look something up. So, all right, where was I? So the first match. Yeah, no, that's fine. The first match was...
I was going to say I could talk about it, but I completely skipped the first match, so sorry.
Well, why did you do that, Tim? You skipped Ami Suri and Lady C versus P. Priestley, and Yuri Hime.
I don't know either. My mouse must have slipped to the wrong match.
Oh, okay. Well, if you look at that, I've got the Lawson page up right now. So, sold out... So they've sold out the 250k yen seats, which, by the way, is a fucking crazy price.
That's crazy.
I was never going to pay that. They have sold that out. They've sold out the 150k front row VIP seats. They've sold out the... Sorry, did I say 100k? I don't remember what I said.
150 or
so. Yeah, 100. And they've also sold out the 100k ones. They've also sold out Center S front seat, which is 80k. The one I've bought is the 50k one. That one has only a few left. So that's like the second to like fifth rows or something. So they've only got a few floor tickets left, actually. So because Center A is sold out, and Center B is front seats are sold out as well. So they've only got Center S seats, which is the one I'm in, so 2 to 3, rows 2 to 3, maybe 5. It's like the next rows. And Center B has stuff on sale too, which is basically the 3 sections, not the hard cam one. Because you know the hard cam one they sell for more?
Yes.
So the non-hard cam B right back rows are still available for 15k yen.
Okay.
But the floor is almost sold out. Almost.
That's not bad. They already made a bunch of money with those, Lani.
Yeah, and then the other sold out seats are, what have we got? The women only seats are sold out. Everything else is still on sale. So Arena A, Arena B, and Arena C, because there's so many of those seats, right? There's like,
that's like...
What's the capacity? Like 15,000 or something?
15,000. I think 17 is like max, but 15 of those is probably all those blocks.
Yeah. So obviously we don't know exactly how much of those they've sold.
Yeah, we're never going to know, probably.
Yeah.
Until the day of.
I mean, okay, put your prediction in. Lower or higher than 7,503?
I can't, man. I'm gonna say lower, but I'm gonna say it's gonna be better than people expect.
Yeah,
I think people who think it's gonna be a flop, I think maybe like 7.2 or 7, around 7.
Exactly. I was gonna say around 7. I don't think it's gonna be like a 5k flop. I mean, they did fucking 6.7k in Sumo Hall.
Yeah.
I think they can do 7k.
I mean, people will definitely argue that Saori Anu is a bigger star than Sayaka Kurara, which may be true at this point, but...
Okay, we don't need to say maybe. She definitely is. But, yeah. All right. Hammer... Well, but don't people know that Dream Queendom's the second show? I don't actually know what people perceive in Japan Like whether people in Japan know that All-Star Grand Queendom is the biggest show of the year. You know what I mean? Like, All In is the biggest show.
No, I think it's advertised as that.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I think just that might draw people, I guess. But we'll see.
Yeah, for sure.
Right, what were we talking about? Ami Sourei and Lady C versus V Priestley and Yuri.
Can you talk about this match real quick? I gotta get some tissues and blow my nose.
Yeah, have fun. So B looked pretty good against Ami, to be honest. I don't know what her storyline's going to be, but I mean, I guess she doesn't need one. You know, she's just there to be stars fodder. But she did look decent in this match, guys. So those were my notes. And then B hit a shoot DDT on Lady C. So I don't know why this happens so regularly, and I don't know if it's intended. It could be intended that she just has a spike DDT in her moveset and I didn't know about it, but it did look like a botched suplex where Lady C couldn't get up. But I don't know. It could be either. I actually don't know. Then we had Emma Maishima versus Mei Sarah versus Xena. I've actually got nothing on this, so if Tim, maybe I'll ask Tim when he's back. I literally have Xena, Big Chop, Emma. It hit loud. Nice match. Yes, in broken English. Yeah. Sorry, did you have any notes on that match?
I just came back. What do I have? No, I also noted down Cena murder chop to Emma. Then she bowed to our sides, which I found very charming.
Same notes as always.
I also noted down that she should team up with Echika Miyabi whenever she finds the time.
Yeah. Did you see? Oh, no, you skipped the first match. Okay, sorry. Yeah. But yeah, B Priestley just gave a shoot DDT, and I was wondering if it was a botch or not.
Again?
She
has done that before.
Yes, the exact same thing happened. So now I think it might be on purpose.
Maybe that's her move, but it looks scary as shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
And the crowd never knows how to react to it. Third match, we had Hanako.
Sorry, one more thing I wanted to notice. I did really like how Emma, how animated she was. When she lost, she couldn't believe it. Like, what?
What? I lost to Mei Sarah and Xena? What the fuck?
Yeah. Like she's coming out of a shell. I think she was very
I did notice that.
That's the best word I can find.
I noticed that. Was it when? I think it was before her latest injury. Just before her latest injury, I was like, oh, she's starting to smile more and show more expression. But yeah, it's been a bit. I mean, it's normal progress. I was going to say slow. It's not slow. This was just a normal rookie, and we're accustomed to crazy rookies.
That's true.
Then we had Hanako and Maika, which is Hi Mate, against Itsuki Aoki and Suzuki, which is the preview for All-Star Grand Queendom. This was a chaotic brawl, and it ended in a count out. So
yes.
Then we had Hazuki Saida, Starlight Kid, and Wakatsuki Tsukiyama versus Hina, Rana Yagami, Saki Kashima, and Syuri. The main thing, I thought this was really good, actually. But mostly because Saki and Syuri, just Anacon, are just such a fun team on house shows. Like, whoever puts these type of matches together deserves a lot of credit. It was just like your usual Saki and Syuri spots mixed in with Starlight Kid going up against Hina and Hazuki. This was just a really good match.
This was the one where I thought that's probably just people who wanted to have a last match against Saki. Because, it's similarly thrown together as the match on the first show with Starlight Kid in there randomly and Husky, Waka, completely random people. But yeah, it was fun.
Cool. Then we had the rookie tournament match, Akira Kuragane versus Motoi Hamabe. These two are good. Hot take. They're pretty good.
Akira and that was good for sure.
Yeah. So, you know what I love about Motoi? I love her baby face fire. I think she's really good at it. The viciousness with that she throws strikes with is really good. They just had an intensity and they matched each other. And when I was watching this match, I was like, this could be a proper rivalry. Pending injuries, I guess. Because Matoi's been injured a few times. I just thought their chemistry was really good.
No, I agree.
Yeah. So Matoi's arm twist judo throw, I think, is awesome. And she just has really smooth transitions into submissions like the armbar. That armbar, Akira sold death. She sold her life.
That was such a nice struggle. Akira tried to keep the S grip for her life. for the sake of a life or whatever.
Yeah.
And that was like so good until she finally had to let go, and then she scrambled immediately towards the ropes. Like, I love that shit. That's how you do a proper like submission struggle spot. I don't know.
Yep. I thought it was
Very
awesome. And then Akira got her own Kimura lock for the win. So it was kind of like she got her own submission back, which I thought was like a neat little bow tie on the match. So I really enjoyed this match.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a cool new, like, the only thing like that she started doing that, I think, around the Osaka show.
Oh. What, is it really recent, the Kimura?
Like the one she does like from underneath, right? Where she's on the back and like has the opponent on top and does like this weird special.
Okay.
Kimura. I thought I saw it for... No, right. She did it before. She did it before the Osaka show. Right.
Maybe, I actually don't know.
Yeah. I think it's a really cool looking submission, but I also think like she's on her shoulders basically the entire time when she does it, so that's kind of... She always has to like keep one shoulder up, so that makes it... I guess in kayfabe it makes it a bit harder to do the submission, I guess, when you're on your own shoulders. Could get countered really easily into a pin, but... Well, so far it hasn't gone wrong, and it's looked very good.
Yeah, so she is through to face Kikyo Furusawa, I believe, right?
I don't have the...
Yes, she is. It is Kikyo. Yeah. So, there we go. We'll preview stuff later, so there you go. So, next match was Anika and
I wanted to... Sorry.
It's okay, it's good. This is bound to happen, because I can't read your mind.
I was still like on that Saki Kashima match. I wanted to... I don't know. I wanted to... What's it called? Recommend the match to like everyone who loves Saki Kashima. That was like such a funny spot. I forgot to mention this earlier when like Shuri kicked Waka in the ass and Waka accidentally fell exactly onto Saki Kashima into a pin. Did you see that? That was so funny. And like Saki Kashima obviously couldn't kick out, so everyone from Godsai had to scramble after to break the pin up that Shuri accidentally caused by kicking Waka's ass. It was so good. I loved that spot. That's just what I wanted to shout out real quick. If anyone wants to go back to that match, they should look out for that spot.
I mean, you should watch any Anacon match, to be honest. Like, just they're all fun. Yeah,
I laughed a lot.
So we had Anakanaya, Ai Sakura, Natsupoi, and Sariano, which is Cosmic Angels, including Anakanaya, versus Kikyo Furusawa, Maki Ito, Rian, and Tabata, which is the Maki Ito Respect Army. And Tabata.
Mm-hmm. And Rian.
Well, yeah. So I think they're doing like a Rian custody battle, sort of.
I think so
between
too,
Maki and Poi. So like Maki's
Rian was on Natsupoi's team the day before, right? Too.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
and here, like after the match, Poi was like ripping off the ribbons from Rian's hair.
She was very disappointed.
And Maki was like accusing Poi of brainwashing Rian. So, and this was the match where after the match, Poi broke the belt completely and made Maki very sad. So
she ripped it apart.
Yeah.
I also loved how after the match, like they started hanging up the Maki Ito Respect Gundam shirt next to the banners on the big banner.
It is an official faction with its own shirt.
Yes, and like, did you see how the Cosmic Angels after the match like all went to Tarukada to complain about the shirt hanging up there next to the banners? It was very funny. They were very, very I don't know the English word for them.
Upset.
Enraged, I guess. Upset.
Yeah. I don't have anything on the match because it was basically a Anakanaya and Tabata singles match.
That's kind of true.
Do you got anything on the match, or can we move on?
I mean, Tabata was better in this match than the last one, I thought. She put a pretty nice like Mexican surfboard on Ane and like turned it into... Ane then turned it into a Boston Crab, and it was... I thought for a second that actually Tabata was going to tap out to the Ane Boston Crab because they were like in the middle of the ring and didn't move whatsoever. But for some reason, she didn't. She didn't tap to Ane Kanaya, actually. Yeah, nah, whatever. Was more about like the angle between Natsupoi and Makito than anything else.
Then in the main event, we had a big fuck off 12-person tag. Azumi, Hanan, Miyu, Amasaki, Momokogo, Sayaka, Kurara, and Yuna Mizumori versus Hate, which is Fuking Death, Konami, Natsuko Tora, Rino, Raka, and Sayaka Badani. All right. Natsuko had a sick bump on the Azumi Mystica. I mean, I just love the Azumi Mystica so much. Saya and Sayaka had a forearm battle, which I just... Yeah.
I didn't think this one was bad.
It wasn't. I'm not doing a bit. It was okay.
Yeah.
It's just not what I would do with those two, I guess, is what I'm saying.
Sayaka kind of overwhelmed at one point with the forearms, which was cool.
Yes.
So Saya's spin kicked her. I also thought the like that whole sequence I liked a lot actually. How like Sayaka dodged Saya's big spin whirly kick. The lay down one.
Oh, the tornado kick.
I mean?
Yeah.
The tornado kick. And immediately turned it into a spear. And that was a cool sequence.
Well, did you see on the first spear attempt, I think they teased like a Star Crusher reversal on the spear.
Oh,
because
but she got off that.
Yeah, because it didn't look clean at all. But I think, it was like a prototype, I guess, where she was stopping the spear and she was going to lift her up for a Star Crusher because she had the leg hooked, but then but then Sayaka got the actual spear later on. But if we see that in the match, I mean, cool shit like that, yeah, hell yeah, why not?
Yeah,
and then
trying out spots, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I thought was happening. Yeah, exactly. Then obviously this built up more Hanan and Konami. So Hanan got spray painted.
Oh my god, she got like the full can.
I have this note. What the fuck is in that spray paint? It was so thick. Like, what is it? She
looked destroyed from that shit. She couldn't open her eyes. Like,
I literally have... It must be... I don't even know. I can't even guess what material that is. Is it water? What's happening?
I always thought it might be like some food decoration spray or whatever. Because it kind of must be like... Because she regularly sprays people right in the mouth, right?
Yeah, so it must be
I figure
edible.
It has to be like edible or like at least not poisonous. So I think either it's like colored water or like some food.
No, food coloring makes sense.
Coloring or whatever.
Holy shit, it was so thick.
On this one, yeah. But she kept it on there for a good 10 seconds too. Like I don't know. It looked so fucking crazy.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, then she pinned Hanan and Hanan was sad and spray painted.
Like she held the can in her face for a good 10 seconds, I meant. Not like whatever I said. I don't know. It looked disgusting. And
then Konami did a promo, but I don't have a transcript, so there you go, unfortunately.
It sounded very Pokemon Trainer.
It sounded very Pokemon Trainer, yeah. So I assume it was funny. That is your house show wrap-up, and we managed to go an hour on 2 hours.
I do think they make, like, the Hate domination, like, they give him a last really big run before All-Star Grand Queendom. It's kind of what I felt through these two shows. Like, Hate looked very dominant.
Oh, I mean, Hate are getting destroyed at All-Star Grand Queendom, except Saya Kamitani.
They get one last high, and then all of them lose without exception.
Except Saya Kamitani, yeah. Then we have our previews. So, let's move on to Stardom previews. We have 2 Korakuen Hall shows before our next episode. The first is on the 8th of April. It's actually, which is today, actually. So, it's probably happening while this is getting released.
Always counter program those.
Yes, exactly. Counter program to Stardom Korakuen. I will not be watching that live. So this is the first.
Unless I have to stay home tomorrow.
Oh yeah, true. You probably should. This is the first of 3 Korakuens in a row before All Star Grand Queendom. So you got the 8th, the 11th, and the 20th.
Just casually.
The 23rd. Right. Let's go through this card. B Priestley, Honoka, Momokogo, and one of the rookie tournament, I don't know which one it is, one of the losers, versus Rian, the other loser, Tabata and Xena. I don't know who's on which team.
Did you now say Honoka or Hanako?
I said Honoka. Actually, I don't know what I said. You're gaslighting me. Maybe I said Hanako. I don't know.
No, I did understand Honoka, but I wasn't...
Oh no, this one's legitimately Honoka.
Okay, good.
Wait, is it?
I'm happy to see her. I don't know. I didn't look up these cards. I wasn't aware that Honoka was back on Stardom already. But
wait, where the fuck is Hanako on this card? I'm looking at the card. I can't see Hanako.
Should I look it up?
Yeah, because no. She's on the second match.
Matches.
No, I got it. She's on the second match.
Okay.
The first match is genuinely Honoka.
Okay, that's cool. I like that.
Now in the second match, we have Hanako, Maika, and Waka Tsukiyama versus Itsuki Aoki, Rini Yamashita, and Suzuki. So that's EXV versus Mavida Loca. Then we have by the way, EXV is meant to be disbanded, just so we know. Special handicap match, which we spoke about. Yeah, which we spoke about earlier, which is Saki Kashima and Suri versus Godzai. Yes. Then we have the second round of the Rookie of Stardom tournament, which is Emma Maishima versus Yura Hime and Kikyo Furusawa versus Akira Kurigane. We've got a Fuwa-chan Hazuki Maki Ito versus Natsupoi Sariano and Yuna Mizumori 6-woman tag. Another 6-woman tag, which is Azumimi Amasaki and Starlight Kid, Neogen versus Fukun Def, Natsukotora and Ruaka. Hate, so that's obviously a preview for the Goddess of Stardom title at All-Star Grand Queendom. Now, in the main event, we've got Aya Sakura, Hanan, Saya Iida, and Sayaka Kurara versus Azusa Inaba, Konami, Rina, and Sayaka Mitani. So that's obviously previews for the red belt, white belt. And also a preview for the angle where Aya Sakura is going to turn on Sayaka Kurara at the end of this match.
Already?
No, I'm just joking. But it is kind of interesting that Aya Sakura and Sayaka Kurara are in this. But I guess it's like two tag teams, right? Sakurara and
so they have a
Wingori. Yeah,
maybe.
Right. Do we need any psychotherapy before moving on?
I'm just stunlocked right now because I was going to look up the card for this, and they are like revealing on Stardom Twitter the Tam Nakano Eternal Dream.
Oh my god!
Visual installment for the fucking.
All right, you got
for the museum.
Do you want to talk about the book you got?
Oh yeah, the special merchandise arrived. It is very, very nice. It is very. Now the photo book is awesome. Like it's really, really cool. I love that a lot. The two autographed cards are cool too. They're like really high quality prints, but the autograph is like printed on.
Oh, is that... Sorry, you done?
I think. Yeah.
What was that pause? Wait, are you actually
I'm reading on Twitter. Merchandise featuring the key visual will be in...
Okay, so he said he got stunlocked, and then I asked him a question, and he answered it, and then he literally got stunlocked mid-answer. He forgot he was recording a podcast, and kept reading about Tam Nakano merch. While talking about Tam Nakano merch. All right. Okay, well...
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
Okay, I'm good.
Awesome. Continue. So let's move on from... Okay, sorry, there's another show on the 11th of April, but we only have one match, and we've already spoken about it. It's the Saki Kashima one. And also the Rookie Tournament final is going to be on that show as well, on the 11th of April, on Saturday.
You still don't have any favorite to win?
I actually don't know. So I do think, based on what Rana said, I do think it's probably... Oh, fuck. No, because I didn't think it's going to be Akira Yuria, because they've challenged very recently. So I thought it's probably Kikyo, and I think Rana's just working. I think it's Kikyo.
Okay, I'm staying with Rana.
What?
I pick Rana. Akira, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, the blonde.
Okay. Akira, yes, okay. Yeah, Akira or Kikyo. Well, I mean, they're facing each other, so I guess we'll know. Yeah, because Kikyo has never challenged for it before, so it kind of just feels like a...
Never?
No.
Okay. Oh, that's... True.
Akira's done it twice. Yuri's done it twice, maybe 3 times. I don't remember. One of them's done it 3 times.
Bunch of times, yeah.
Yeah, Emma just doesn't seem like she's ready for an All-Star Grand Queen and future title match, but I could be wrong.
No.
As in, like, creatively, she hasn't been booked that way. I'm sure she could have a good match. But Kikyo just feels like she's been given the creative. She's got the spotlight. She's kind of popular, like, compared to the other rookies. It kind of makes sense for her to get an All-Star Grand Kingdom match against Rana.
I'm kind of scared that they're putting too much stock into Yuria's popularity. With, like, the Shupro votings or whatever and stuff like that.
Oh, maybe. I mean, if she gets another challenge here, then probably, yeah. Because this would be, like, her 3rd or 4th challenge in, like, 6 months.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, let's see.
Right.
Let's continue.
Shall we move on to Marigold?
Yeah.
I think your internet's cutting out.
No, I'm just not.
I'm joking.
Oh, you're joking. I said to Eric that I'm gonna boycott this show so he can talk about it if he wants. I saw some cool spots, so congrats to the... I didn't want to bury the talent. I think they did their best and they did some crazy shit on the show. But I'm not a big fan of war criminals, so I decided to not talk about this one. So.
Yes. And to be clear, I am also not a fan of war criminals. I'm just going to talk about the wrestlers because, yeah.
Yeah, I'll be right back. You talk about this, okay?
Okay, on the 29th of March, Marigold had a show at Yasukuni Shrine. Obviously, as Tim mentioned, it's controversial because it's a shrine that basically has memorials to war criminals from World War II. So it doesn't basically distinguish between people who committed war crimes and people who don't, but you can make up your own mind on holding a show there. The last show there was 20 years ago. 01 ran a show there, and then the show before that was like in the 1960s when Ricky Dozan held a show there. So there are shows that have been held there before, but this is the first women's promotion that's held a show there, and the first show there for 20 years. So make your own minds about that. I'm not doing politics on this podcast. So, first match, Angel Hayes and Maddie Morgan. I don't even know if it's the first match. I might have skipped some, but it's the first match I got notes for. And Angel Hayes and Maddie Morgan versus Chika Goto and Hummingbird. So, Maddie Morgan is very athletic, and I saw in this match, she even hit some good-looking forearms to Chika Goto, which was kind of interesting to me, because I always wonder if Maddie's like a fan of Japanese wrestling or whatever, given like how she threw those forearms in a very non-UK indie type of way. Which is a compliment, obviously. She's still super green, like I mentioned last episode, doing flips for the sake of it, but color me intrigued. Yes. Quite. Then we had Kuki Amore and Miku Ono versus Naoya Ishikawa and Utami. I wasn't really paying attention during the entrances, because I was eating my breakfast. And then I heard the crowd do gigaton calls. And I just whipped my head to my screen, and I almost spat my cereal out because I was jump scared by now getting back into a gigaton gimmick for this show. So, at that point, I skipped this match. So, there you go. Then we had Nagisa Nozaki versus Shoko Koshino. Oh, sorry. For those who don't know, Gigaton is like a super hokey, cartoony character that the Japanese crowds love. It's worse than Megaton. Oh, hi, Tim.
They just decided to accumulate the worst things for the show.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And the worst part about the Gigaton gimmick is that Naoya Ishikawa is a very good wrestler. So that's probably the most frustrating part. Nagisa Nozaki versus Shoko Koshino. This is Shoko's 6th match out of her 7 match trials, which was meant to be Utami telling her, hey, you need to buck up or get out sort of stuff in kayfabe. And she hasn't had a good match yet in the series, and this was no different. Like, it wasn't bad, but it just also wasn't interesting, like all of the other matches. They're just, like, all okay. And that's what Koshino is. She's an okay wrestler. And I don't know if she's going to grow past being an okay wrestler. Semi-main event is the one that made all the headlines. It's Darkness Revolution, Chiaki Misamatsui and Rei Seto versus Icon Arrow Peach, Komomo Minami, that's the name of the team, which is Komomo Minami, Mayu Iwatani, and Victoria Yuzuki. So the match started out, so Yasukuni Shrine is basically an outdoors area, so the match started with Rei Seto literally sprinting after Yuzuki around the entire shrine before Misa interrupted Yuzuki. That was kind of funny. And I do think this I guess environment, the outside area, helped Darkness Revolution, because I've spoken so much about their repetitive brawling, but this time it was a bit different from the usual formula, and it just felt a bit more fresh and a bit more entertaining. And one of the reasons why obviously this match made the rounds is because Komomo did probably one of the most insane crossbody dives I have ever seen. It was off of the roof of one of the side of the buildings, and the crazy thing about it is there is literally nothing to break her fall except her teammates, because it's concrete below. And it was like a corridor with walls, like concrete walls. So it's not like the walls were like so far down. Like, it was fucking terrifying. I would never have made a jump like that. Well, that's a lie, because I jumped out of my house's second floor when I was a kid because I thought my brother would catch me. But aside from that, I would never make a jump like that. Honestly, just an incredible spot. I can't believe she did it. So, the I thought this was a good match, but the only downer was Rhea Seto getting pinned once again by Yuzuki. I think she's been pinned by Yuzuki at least 5 times, I swear to God. And if it's working me, then good on you, Marigold. Because the day that Rhea beats the shit out of Yuzuki... sorry, I'm getting Tim's cough through the mic. The day that Rhea beats Yuzuki, I will pop hard. So, maybe that's what's going on there. Main event, 3D Trios title. Erina Yamanaka, Mai Sakurai, and Natsumi Shizuki, which is Levy on Rose, versus Seri Yamaoka, Shino, and Yuka Yamazaki. Pretty good match. So I guess my only note literally is that Shino hit the Uranagi on Mai Sakurai again, which is what she did in their debut. So, and she does a really good Uranagi. She doesn't use it regularly though. Then Mai finished Shino off with the Glorious Driver to retain the titles. All right, let me pull Tim back in.
I'm here.
Oh, hey Tim. How you doing?
Wonderful.
Awesome. On the 14th of April, we have a Shinjuku Face preview. A Shinjuku Face show. Here is a preview. Hummingbird and Naoya Ishikawa versus Megan. Why am I reading this? Is there good matches here? Mai Sakurai and Natsumi Shizuki versus Seri Yamaoka and Yuki Yamazaki. Cool. There is a Twin Star preview. So Angel Hayes and Maddie Morgan are going to challenge for the Twin Star titles. So that's Chiaki and Misa Matsui. I don't know when that's happening because it must have happened on a house show that hasn't aired yet because I was surprised when I saw this card. So they're having a preview. And then there are 4 singles matches which will take place under the banner of The Challenge, in which rising talents take on established names. The first match, Erina Yamanaka versus Utami Hayashishita. Erina is 38. But she is the rising talent. Wait, maybe Utami's a rising star, actually?
How long has Erina been wrestling for?
I don't fucking know. It's got to be, maybe it's a few years. Maybe she's like a rookie. I don't know. Should we look it up?
Maybe she's one of those late starters. I don't know.
That is insane. I clicked on the first Marigold card I saw and she's not on it. What are the chances of that?
Slap you.
I'm not moving on until I know her age. Oh my... Which shows is she on? She must be on the Tokyo show.
Erina... I can't find her.
No, I refuse to type her in. Does she not work? This is the 5th show I'm clicking on. Okay, I found her. She is 6 years, so 2019 she started. And
yeah, I think...
She basically wrestled no matches in her early years. And then Actress Girls... So, 2025 was her first year actually doing a lot of wrestling, I guess. So, sure.
Tommy only debuted in 2020, no?
No. Wait,
oh, no,
really?
2018.
Yeah, 2018 sounds right.
Okay, yeah.
Anyway, so that's the first match. Then we have Lady AI versus Yuzuki, the Lady AI. We got Mai Iwatani versus Nagisa Tachibana, and Kamomo Minami versus Miku Aono.
Cool.
TJPW. So on the 4th of April, they had a house show in Kyoto, which was Mifu Ishida's Homecoming. And it just released on VOD today.
Yeah, I didn't have the time. I'm sorry.
That happens. So, some matches of note. So, Chika Nanase versus Sakura Hattori. Sakura went into her ninja stance before the collar and elbow tie-up. I thought that was hilarious. That just made me laugh. I don't really have many different comments than what we already said on the US tour. She did a sick head kick in this match. It was really great. So she's just got some offense that looks so good. I think she did hone it in a bit more. So you know that poem, the ninja poem or whatever she does on the turnbuckle?
Yeah.
Chika was actually on the ground for the majority of it and only stood up when Sakura was ready to do the forearm. That's an improvement. It looked better. So there you go.
I think she could just skip it,
She could just not do it. Yeah, that's a possibility, yeah. Also, I just got a little Chika Nanase take. She just still looks so out of place in TJPW for me. She's like a wrestler I'd expect on the indies because she's just...
That's kind of true, yeah.
She's just not really polished in a way which TJPW and Stardom wrestlers, you would admit, Stardom polishes their wrestlers, right?
Yeah.
I
think also just her style, her look doesn't really fit that.
That's what I mean, though. Yeah, I don't mean she's bad. I just mean her style isn't like a style for TJPW or Stardom.
Yeah.
Like Marigold, I could see her in because Marigold just kind of throws people in the deep end. So I could see her in somewhere like Marigold, but it's just a bit weird.
I could see her on like, I don't know, Diana or Seedling or whatever. Like just from her gear and colors and stuff. Like
Diana was the first promotion I thought of when I was writing this down. Yeah. I was like, she kind of looks like she could fit on the Diana show. So
sure. Yeah.
Then we have
she kind of reminds me of like just her style from like her looks or whatever. Kind of reminds me of like Danami or whatever,
Yeah, I mean, she's also got that fucking cracking elbow strike, which is just. First of all, that's going to be Toga's gimmick, right? So just give it to Toga. Yeah, but obviously they're kind of scared to go on the independent scene, right? Because maybe TJPW is like a safe thing for them, but work in the bigger promotions. But I feel like her career would have more of a kickstart, I guess, if she went to the independents. That's just my opinion, but obviously it's a risk for her, so I can see why she doesn't. We had Shion Kanzaki versus Wakana Yuhara. I think the only comment on this is I think Wakana is a much better singles wrestler. I still think she is behind her class. So her class, Himawari, Shino Suzuki, Toga, and Haru Kazushiro. Like, those are really good wrestlers. Especially Himawari and Shino, who are, like, outstanding for the level of experience. So Wakana's development just feels a bit slower in comparison to her class. I think that's the problem with Wakana. Like, I don't think she's a bad wrestler at all. I think she's pretty okay in singles matches, not okay in tag matches. But things are always worse when you compare around surrounding things, right? So that's why Uber Eats. I'm just going to call them Uber Eats now for fun. That's why Uber Eats on top were so bad. You have Uber Eats in Germany, right? Do you know what Uber Eats is?
I do know what Uber Eats is.
Oh, okay.
Not
service,
where I live. I figure they got it in like the big cities.
Yeah, okay,
but like not.
Yeah. So
yeah.
But yeah, that's why Uber Eats on top was so bad, because there's so many great tag teams in TJPW. So the booking didn't match what Uber Eats could bring to the table. But in a vacuum, are Uber Eats that bad? I mean, they're bad.
Wait, what did you just say? Sorry.
That when you compare to other people like that you're wrestling against, you start to look worse. So like Wakana looks worse in comparison to her class.
I think.
But look, would you say Wakana's a bad wrestler?
I think, like you said, she is better as a singles.
Yeah.
But I would say Uber Eats is a bad team. Like,
really, just straight up in a vacuum. Okay.
I mean, like, it's always like, are we comparing them to like fucking the Iconics or the Sisters of Sin or whatever? Then of course they're okay, but like as you said, like that's again a comparison. Like how do you even look at? I think yes, in a vacuum, I would say they are not good.
Maybe you're right, actually, because now I'm trying to think of other Joshi tag teams around the scene.
Like in Joshi, it's like no contest. They're just not,
okay. Maybe you're right. I take back my take.
Par.
They're pretty bad.
Like if you just look at what they're doing, like everything is so slow motion and like these moves, like the assisted big boot or whatever, it's like so fucking ridiculous. In a vacuum, it's not good.
Sorry, I just burst out laughing picturing that. God, no, sorry, I take it back. Then we had Himawari, Pom, and Yuki Kamifuku. Speaking of which, I did not watch this match. We had Hyper Misao, Shoko Nakajima versus Mahiro Kiryu and Raku. I did not watch this match. Then we had Miyu Watanabe, Rika Tatsumi, Shina Suzuki, versus Ren Kanatsu Toga and Yuki Aino. I liked this match because it was Ren basically having a mini singles match with Miyu Watanabe. And we already know Ren's my TJPW rookie. She's the one. So I like their interactions. There was a really cool spot where like Ren was going for her Ares Comet drop kick, and then Miyu just forearms her in the face, picks her up, and does an awesome backbreaker into a giant swing. And that backbreaker, it's like it's in fucking slow motion. I don't know. She must be so strong because just before she cracks them on her knee, she kind of holds them up. Obviously, it's assisted from Ren, but like the way she just holds it, it's like time stops for a second before she
has done that without assistance before too.
Yeah,
I've seen it. She's just that strong. No, that's just simple.
Is one of the best backbreakers. Not only one of the best back. She also one of the best swings. Like She does not fuck about with these giant swings. Because I was watching this, and yesterday I watched Chika Goto in a house show, a Marigold house show. Yeah. And Chika Goto's giant swing it's like on 0.25x compared to Miyu's.
Yeah.
So.
And I bet Chika Goto wouldn't do like the millions of variations either. So.
Yes, exactly. I mean, like the face down ones and shit, yeah.
I mean, when you're like a top 3 wrestler in the world, then you are the best at a lot of things in the world. So
that is true.
That's not really that surprising that she has several moves where you could say she's the best one to do them.
Absolutely. I think, Miyu just won with a teardrop on Ren. So. Okay. Then we had the semi-main event, which was Haruka Kazushira and Suzume versus Kira Summer and Miyu Yamashita. So, this was pretty good. I don't want to overhype it because I don't think it's like you need to go out your way, but it was a really good house show match. And what I want to say is Miyu Yamashita's role in 2025 and 2026, it must be one of the best moving a wrestler down a card sort of things, like in recent years across any promotion. It has just been flawless booking because she's been removed from all title pictures, and yet she consistently, well, maybe except the DDT Iron Man heavy metal weight, but then she consistently puts on a show with wrestlers on the undercard. And these are wrestlers who could use that rub, like of having a great match with Miyu Yamashita. So like it increases their in-ring credibility. The best example for me is Shino Suzuki, who I still think about their 5-minute match at Korakuen last year, which is it was like 6 months ago. And it was a random 5-minute match. And whenever I see Shino wrestle, I think of that match. So that means in my head, Shino's credibility in ring increased from that match onwards. And Miyu Yamashita did that, like helped her do that. All right. So I think it's just been awesome booking and a really good use of veteran talent that maybe more bookers need to look at. This is how you move someone down the card.
Yep.
Cool. Kira also looked good, which is an unusual high spot on the card for her because she's normally in the opener, but yeah, she's just improving as well. So, but she did mess up Suzume's bulldog bump, which is, we saw Mirai mess it up. That might just be a deceptively hard bump, deceptively difficult. I mean, to pull off.
Maybe timing wise, yeah.
Yeah, because you can't see Suzume because she's behind you, so maybe there's something to that. I don't know.
Okay.
Main event was Mifu Ishida and Yuki Arai versus Mizuki and Uta Takami. So this was Mifu Ishida's hometown, and Yuki Arai is also from Kyoto. So, but the Kyoto prefecture is pretty big. So this show was in Mifu's proper hometown, which is like the opposite side from where Kyoto City is, which is the capital of the prefecture. So that's why it wasn't billed as like a Yuki Arai homecoming, which is like usually in KBS Hall inside the capital. So I don't have many notes on this. So Mifu won with a high hook kick. Sorry, that was a alliteration. High hook kick. And I thought it was super cool. So I'm a Mifu guy, and I just don't think I ever see her not smile. So that kind of it brings joy to my cold heart.
That's true about her for sure.
Yeah. TJPW previews. I'm not going to go through the cards. We have Fukuoka on VOD out today. They're in Ueno Park, which is where DDT run a lot, which is an awesome venue. I love it. That's on VOD release on the 11th. And then they're in Vancouver for 2 days, on the 11th of April and the 12th of April. So some standout matches, I guess. So Alexia Nicole is like a Canadian indie wrestler. She's against Suzume. Amira is an American independent wrestler who was in Marvelous, so did a tour with Marvelous. She's against Uta Takami. That should actually be really fun. We have a tag match, which is J-Rod and Miyu Watanabe against Wakana Yuhara and Yuki Arai. That sounds fun. Then on day 2, we've got Bumping Gritters, Himurari and Shina Suzuki versus Toga and Wakana Yuhara, which should sound fun. Miyu Yamashita against Nicole Matthews. So Nicole Matthews was DPW Women's World Champion, so she's a very prominent Canadian independent wrestler as well. Miyu Watanabe is against Cherry Blossom. I do not know who Cherry Blossom is, unfortunately. And yeah, those are the ones that pop out to me, I guess. J-Rod and Sakura Hattori versus Suzume and Yuki Arai, I guess is another fun one.
Cherry Blossom,
no idea.
Me neither. Sounds like a weeaboo.
It does actually, yeah.
Name, whatever.
Right, we ready for the Indie Zone.
There is a 5th dimension beyond that which is known to Tim. It is a dimension as vast as space and as timeless as Tony Storm. It is the middle ground between light and shadow, between science and whatever AJ Styles believes in. And it lies behind the pit of man's fears and the summit of Eric's knowledge. This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area we call the Indie Zone.
We kick off the Indie Zone with Marvelous, as we normally do. And they had a house show in Oyama, which is in Tochigi Prefecture. First thing I wanted to notice, so this was on the 4th of April. I never remember if I say certain things, so sorry if I repeat stuff. So I was surprised about how many women were in the crowd. So, I spoke earlier about the old men talking about Marvelous and Maika Satomura and Sendai Girls. Mm-hmm. There were there was like 50-50 women, or maybe like 60-40 to men in this Marvelous house show. So that was just a surprising proportion to me. That's cool. If you remember, like, Takumi inspired Maria to be a wrestler. Do you remember, like, her and her fan group were, like, totally obsessed with Takumi? I do wonder if there's something to that. So I just wanted to point that out, I guess.
Maybe, yeah.
First match. I'm excited already. It was a very Eric-coded match. It was Senka Akatsuki versus Yuka Satsuki. I spoke last episode about Yuka Satsuki and how I think she's the next awesome big girl in the indie scene. I'm really impressed with her speed every time I see her, and when this card came out, I was already hyped as fuck. Mm-hmm. So, I do want to give a bit of an intro to her, just because we've got the time, so why not? And it's, that's what the Indie Zone's for, right? We highlight indie talent that you might never have heard of. So, she's a rookie that's part of 2AW, which is like an indie promotion that's also known for having Ayame Sasumura in it, who is like the unearthed gem of the independent scene, I guess, who works Seedling, sometimes Diana, very rarely, but it's mostly just Seedling and 2AW. In my opinion, Satsuki is going to be another unearthed gem. She's big, but she is so fast. It is so fucking ridiculous how much of an athlete she is for her size. And experience, by the way, because she's a 1-year rookie. And she's only 22 years old. And I don't want people to go crazy, but when I watch her wrestle, it does remind me of Hashimoto, Chihiro Hashimoto. Obviously not on the same level at all. I'm just talking about styles. Because obviously Hashimoto was like a legit amateur wrestler, which Satsuki isn't. But Satsuki's like at least good enough to draw some early comparisons. If we have to compare people, I guess, because we're obsessed with comparisons. I am obsessed with comparisons. But every time I've seen her, I've been impressed. I loved her match with Celine Mizora, which isn't even on Cage Match. It was on the second Seed stage show. That match was great. And I've also put her in my honorable mentions, when we spoke about top rookies on the scene in our 18th February episode. Yeah. So, yeah, I just like her a lot. Did you watch this match?
Yeah, I did think the early grappling, like the opening grappling phase, did look very, like, legit, like, very good grappling. Yep. Between Senka and Satsuki.
Because Senka's a good grappler for not having an amateur background.
Yes. And Yuka seemingly as well, because
I was going to say, I don't know if it was a hot take, but I was going to say, I think Yuka is a better grappler than Senka. Which maybe is not a hot take, because it's, Senka's good at many things, right? Like, she's not like a one-trick pony. It's like, that's not.
Well, I don't see enough Yuka to make the judgment.
Sure,
so
yeah,
I just kind of have to believe you on that. Yeah,
she's just a really good grappler. The stream was fucking dying during this match.
Yes,
so that's
a big point.
That made things difficult to see all of the grappling. But there was like a moment where like Senka tried a single leg takedown and Satsuki just stuffed it, which obviously popped me. That's kind of why it reminded me of like Hashimoto. It reminded me of like one of those Sendai Girls documentary episodes. When they do the Hashimoto training sessions.
Yeah.
It just makes I feel like she could be a Hashimoto mentee or like a student or something. And I think she has been at some of those, but she's in fucking 2AW, the 2AW vortex. So. But yeah, she put Senka in a reverse Boston Crab that I'm
that
not
was
sure.
So good.
Have I ever seen? I don't know if I've ever seen that.
I've seen it before, but it's usually like a lot of people then turn it into this
Lion Tamer or something.
The swing, like the swing thing, the where you have like the hands too, and you swing them like.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
You mentioned that to me before too, like it looks always so scary. Like how do you protect your face.
Yeah, sorry, the gory, whatever. The thing that Risa Sera did, yes.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So a lot of people do like this reverse grab first and then after a while put the hands in and turn it into the swing or whatever.
Yeah,
that's the context where I have seen this reverse Boston Crab
makes
before.
Sense. But I haven't seen it like this where you just put it on as a submission hold. And it just looked sick. And Senka was selling it. These are rookies. Like, Senka's still considered a rookie. It's just so good. Then she was like motioning for Senka to bring it. I love little things like that. Like, that's obviously what drew me to Celine. Just, that is the confidence I'm talking about. Like, the way she sells as well. She just has something about her that's really captivating to me. Another rookie from the indies.
That's just good, yeah.
This is why I laugh when anyone mentions lack of talent in the scene. It's just, there's 2AW, a 2AW rookie. Yes, this is why we do the indies then. So Satsuki gets axe bombed into a Zenjo style pin, which is basically Senka's finisher now. But I left this match more impressed by Satsuki, as you can probably tell. I could literally not take my eyes off her this match. She kicks Senka off to the bell. That's obviously a Senka trick, so she's kind of reversing it on Senka. So Senka was Satsuki was selling this loss like death. Like, she was so upset. And it was a random house show into Chigi. So
it was so funny too because like it was like the 6th shoot pin attempt or whatever.
Yeah.
But she just stayed down for like, if she was so fucking,
she was tired.
If it meant so much for her, she could have maybe powered out of the 6th one as well. But I don't know. Yeah. Maybe she just wore her down so much.
I think that's the kayfabe reasoning for it.
Sencho style pins, it's called, right? Sencho style.
Yeah, I think that's just what I decided on because that's what the magazines call it. And I'm tired of saying Senka style. It feels more accurate to, because that's where it came from, right? So.
Yeah, I think the kayfabe is just like, I don't know.
Then you get tired, no? And then you just can't kick it out anymore because she's just smothering you?
Yeah, or it's just like opportunity, right? Or just like trying until it works.
Yeah,
it's kind of smothering too, though. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So really good match. I like this a lot, obviously.
Yeah. There was one big positive about the streaming issues was that Chigusa Nagayo was very low, barely audible in the mix. So it was a very enjoyable, marvelous show.
Yes, agreed. Then we had Aihuzan and Chikaya Nagashima versus Team Maria, which is Maria and Yosuke Santa Maria.
Mm-hmm.
There was some reference here I don't get, so it's probably Old Marvelous. So Chikaya and Ai were called Team Yellow, and Aihuzan did like a dance for her entrance, and it was like
she danced forever. It was like
from
wow.
a music. Yeah, it was like from
Ai
a music
is having
video.
a ball. Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was adorable. I want to see this Aihuzan more often. Like,
that was very like I
want to see this more of this character, and then someone, as I said last episode, sort out her in ring, please. This was a good usual Maria comedy match.
Yeah, lot of comedy.
Echika Miyavi versus Miyu Momono. So,
hell yeah.
First thing I want to say is the fact that Echika is making the Tachigi house show dates. That means she's like a part of Chigusa's and Takumi's regular bookings, like outside of the contracted talent.
Yeah,
because I know Yuka Satsuki was on this on this show, but Echika is like making the towns with Marvelous. So it just kind of makes me think that they consider her like, okay, we want like Yosuke Santa Maria, right? Just people like that. So.
Oh, is Santa Maria not a full-time talent?
No, because he's a Dragon Gate. Sorry, they are Dragon Gate.
Oh.
I never know. I actually don't know their pronouns. I just say they to be careful.
I feel like I've seen them on every single Marvelous show I've ever watched.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. Yeah. But they're actually contracted to Dragon Gate, which is hilarious. Right. Okay. So, first of all, someone sign Echika. Please, anyone. Any promotion not named PPP Tokyo, please sign Echika Miyavi. This was so good. So, the first amazing spot was Mio is in the corner, and Echika is teasing her signature baseball pitching chop. We all know, she's got the loudest chop in the scene. I'm comfortable saying
she wound it up.
She has the number one chop in the scene. Fight me on that. Maybe Xena. No, it's better than Xena's. Xena's very good, but Echika Miyavi has the number one. So Mio is literally screaming.
Yeah, she was
screaming at the top of her lungs, louder than Honoka when she sells. It was literally like horror movie screams, and it's so loud that even Echika is like, okay, fuck that, and she just backs out.
Well, it was effective.
Hilarious first spot. I actually have a picture from a fan that I'm going to put in the newsletter of the time when Mio is just screaming, staring at Echika. It's so good.
I mean, the first spot was actually the test of strength, right?
Oh, sure.
That was
Okay, yeah, sure. Sorry.
Picture that went around on
yes, that
social
picture
media,
made, yeah.
That was fun. Like,
basically, Echika got on her knees and was still tall enough for Mio Momono, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Echika looked, in this match, looked like Bela B in the music video for Rock and Roll Übermensch, you know?
Sorry, what combination of words did you just say to me?
From Die Ärzte.
What the fuck? Are you speaking German? What are you saying? The rock and roll what?
Rock and Roll Übermensch. It's a song from Die Ärzte. You don't know the music video?
So is Erste a person or a band or a song?
It's a band.
Okay, Erste is a band, and rock and roll Revermunch.
Übermensch.
Übermensch. Oh,
Yes.
that means like superior people, right? Or over, yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't really mean that in the context of the song.
It's rock and roll Übermensch against
it's
Erst.
like,
and Echika Miyavi looks like someone from the music video?
yes.
Okay, thank you for clarifying. I've got no idea what those things
Look
are.
it up, kids.
Yeah, I will look it up later. So, Mio selling for Echika was so good. Like, Echika is like pushing her off for a pin, and Mio just goes flying just to sell how strong Echika is. Mio teases a German suplex, which obviously Echika's huge. Echika is like doing shotgun drop kicks from the top rope, because why not? You know, she could just do that. And then the loudest chop. I think it's the loudest Echika chop I've ever heard. I'm pretty sure it's the loudest I've ever heard. That it literally made me jump.
That was, she literally held her by the throat, right?
It was
just fucking
crazy. It was just, so crazy.
Oh my god.
So I used to think that chops were like the safest move in wrestling, and Echika makes me rethink that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's insane.
Yeah, make sure you try search that clip of the chop. It was just crazy. Mio then gets the German, and then Echika does a fucking big boot, and you know we spoke about
that German was insane, by the way.
German was sorry. I'm really underselling that German. I've got it in caps lock. Mio gets the German in caps lock.
Yeah,
yes, it was a crazy.
Very much caps lock.
And my next one's also caps lock. Echika's big boot killed Mio dead. It was a perfect big boot. Better than Hanako's that we mentioned in the Aya Sakura match in Osaka on the 4th of April. This was a sick big boot. And then she does an awesome choke slam, which was another near fall. Then there's a great counter from Mio Momono. So Echika's been doing this electric chair choke slam. So we saw it in the Shinjuku Face show a few days earlier, which she actually won with it in that show. So I thought it was interesting that, okay, we've seen Echika win with it, and then she does it to Mio. I honestly thought she was going to hit Mio with it and maybe win. I genuinely thought that. But then Mio countered into a roll through. I thought that was just a really smart counter and like played on my expectations for like following the product and watching the matches. So really smart there. Echika reverses it again. But then there's this like test of strength of who's going to get the counter pin. And how many matches do I watch? Thousands? I have never seen people balance the counter pin. Do you know what I mean? Like the sit out counter pin. You saw it, right? Have you seen that?
What do you mean balance?
Okay, so you know where you do like the seesaw and you go back and forth with the sit out pin?
Yes.
So they balanced the seesaw halfway through where
that spot. Yeah,
where neither back was on the mat. And I'm like, how have I never seen this before?
Yeah. I loved that.
It was
just
so
Mio.
good.
It was just Mio refusing to get down, I guess, from the like just powering out of it, like before she even hit the mat. So it kind of was in like this, in this balance.
It was like fucking Matrix shit. It was so good. I've just never seen it before. So really creative spots in this random Tochigi house show that's not on Cage Match, okay?
Yeah.
This is why we watch these shows, because there's always good stuff on these shows, and they're worth supporting the indies, right? So, like, how much was this show? It was like £17. Okay, that's pretty expensive, because that's AEW pay-per-view price, right? So, I'm not saying you can buy every pay-per-view, or you should buy every pay-per-view, because that's fucking ridiculous. I actually went through my finances recently, and I totaled up the amount I've spent in a year on wrestling, and I'm not going to say the number, okay?
Oh
so
my God.
Don't do that. But if a card looks cool to you, yeah, go for it. And Echika Miyavi versus Miyamoto, it was better than I expected, actually, to be honest. It blew my expectations away, and I really thought it was going to be good. So
Yeah, it was just, like, my last sentence is just, this is what you get when you put the best babyface work in the world in a legit, like, David versus Goliath match.
Absolutely. Sorry, right now I am just slyly editing my match of the week. Give me a sec.
I've just thought about what is actually my match of the week.
All right. Okay, well, I'll continue while you think about that. Because you didn't see the main event, right?
No, I saw the whole show.
Oh, wow, you saw the whole thing. Okay. So we got Rico and Sori Iyame versus Spark Rush. So, I guess one thing I want to say is Suri and Rico are just really good together. I say it every single time because I really like their chemistry. And
They kick
yeah.
the shit out of each other. No, that was actually Takumi and Rico at one point.
Takumi and Rico kick the shit out of each other, yeah. But Rico and Suri just have really good chemistry.
Yes.
Everyone knows how high I am on Rico, to be honest. So I don't need to go on about it. There was a hilarious spot where I've literally got Lamau, what the fuck? So this was the spot. So Sori Iyame, who's obviously the Goblin of Marvelous with her shin kicks. So she can't really do much in terms of moves, right? She's very much Rianne. No, Rianne is very Sori Iyame coded. That's what it is. Sori Iyame is the original Gobbo. Okay, she reversed Suri's Manji Katami into her own, right? So she's got an octopus hold on Suri, and she's smacking Suri's ass.
She's gonna regret that.
And I'm like, why is Sori always smacking Suri's ass in the most kinky way possible in an octopus hold? And she was pulling on Suri's ears. And so
she's funny.
She later saves Rico from Spark Rush with shin kicks. Obviously, remember, Rico's a heel, and Soriyame doesn't get on well with Rico. So Rico tries to hug Soriyame for helping her, and Soriyame just no-sells it and walks away.
Yeah. I thought that was kind of like, Rico just didn't actually want to have anything to do with it. She didn't want to get into the grasp of Magenta, I guess.
So, yeah. So, I mean, Soriyame, I think, honestly, this is maybe why I don't enjoy Rianne as much. Because I just love Soriyame's take on it, I guess. I know they're kind of different type of goblins, but they're kind of similar style. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I think Rianne does more stuff.
Without a doubt. She does way more moves.
But I don't know if Rianne has to do. I don't know if that's a positive for Rianne. Because like half of it just looks unconvincing, you know what I mean?
Tim, do you remember I said a couple episodes ago? Oh no, so you've said this about Mika Kanai, right? Like she's getting so good as a wrestler that you like connect less to her.
Yeah.
I don't want Rianne to do like flying head scissors and all the cool shit she does.
Yeah.
I want her to fully embrace becoming the person she was at the Cinderella press conference. I think that is the Rianne that would connect with me. So, which maybe she can do if she's like with Maki Ito or something. So
that's true.
I'm down with that.
I do think, back to this match, I do think Sora showed like more fire than I've rarely seen her show before. You know what I mean?
She
legit turned Boston Crabs into like pin attempts of her own and stuff like that. Like some stuff I didn't really expect to see from her, like just from a technical standpoint even.
Yep, that's fair enough. Yeah. I think her character is becoming I know who I am a goblin, and I'm just going to embrace it sort of thing. Yeah. So that's why she's like more confident with her moves. She's like, yeah, I am going to kick you in the fucking shin, and what? You know, sort of thing. What else have I got? Yeah, no, I think that's pretty much it. Fun match.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
So if you're wondering why Suri was on a Random House show in Tochigi, then, well, she's booked for the main event of Marvelous' big show on the 5th of May. So, and this is the penultimate show before that. Well, so there's a show on the 26th is the next one, not including Chigayo Nagashima's anniversary, which I don't think will make tape.
Yeah. One thing I would mention, like maybe a slight critique of the match. I think it would be cool if they won sometime with their cool like double pin move, you know, when Takumi does the pin into German,
into a jackknife,
into a jackknife, and then Suri does the jackknife.
Nope,
pin
completely agree. And house
like
shows
they
are the perfect place to do it, right?
Yes, and it's Sora Ayame. She doesn't need to kick out of that. And they literally pinned her like 2 seconds later after Swanton Bomb. They could have just pinned her with that cool ass looking move. That could just finish a match every now and then, I think, because it really does look really cool.
100%. Right, Diana on the 5th of April. So this is volume 108 or season 2, episode 1. They do new seasons for each quarter, and it's April now, so it's a new quarter. So I thought this show was kind of back to the Diana that I'm more comfortable with after the rough last show, which I didn't even review because, you know, we were running out of time and I didn't like the show that much. So Cosmic is... Did I even talk about Cosmic?
I was going to ask who that is.
Oh, I did not talk about Cosmic in the last episode because I didn't review the show. So she's a wrestler from New York. When I look at her cage match, she does not appear in like any independents that I recognize. Well, CZW, but CZW in 2026 is not the same CZW that John Moxley was a part of, right? In 2010 or whatever. Yeah. Just kind of... she's unknown to me at least. And obviously I don't keep up with the US independent scene, so maybe she is well known. But yeah, she didn't look good in the first match, but that's because she was thrown in there because Anna was injured and it was like an emergency shift and they just did like a weird comedy match with Makoto. She looked a lot better here against Hiragi Kurumi, actually. She looked a lot more comfortable. She also had some thudding forearms, you know. Which,
that was the one match I skipped, but...
Yeah, no, she had some thudding forearms, which was kind of impressive to me for a US indie wrestler, so very good. Good showing.
She doesn't work a lot.
No,
which
that's
is
why.
Probably typical for US indie wrestler. Right? So
yeah, and respect to her for coming over and wanting to do some.
Yeah, that's cool.
She's got some Ice Ribbon dates as well that I saw, so cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I contrary to popular belief, I do not mind gaijins in my indie scene. I don't mind it, especially if they're because you know you have to if you're going to the indie scene, it's normally for the love of the game, right? So
yeah, true. I mean, you know, we are big Spike Nishimura
huge Spike Nishimura fans, huge Lil Mars fans as well. So
yeah.
Then we had Honoka, Maika Ozaki, and Misa Kagura against Honoka. Yeah, I did say Honoka that time. Against Jaguar Yokota, Nanami Hatano, and Rina Amikura. I thought this was a great tag match. I thought it was a really good tag match. Just a classic Diana match with Honoka thrown in there.
Did you not watch the big girl match?
No, because I don't have well, I probably did and just don't have any notes on it. Was it Mizuki Kato and...
My girl, Kao Kobayashi won. That was cool. Other than that, it was nothing special, so yeah.
Yeah. If I skip stuff, it means I don't have notes on it. Sorry, I forgot to say that. Yeah.
I thought I'm going to check in on my on my guy,
yeah,
Kao Kobayashi, facing the two big girls.
Yeah.
And she prevailed in the end, which was cool.
She did.
Anyway, yeah, let's move on to the good match.
Yeah, so... Yeah, I don't actually have many notes on this show. I just thought it was really good. The match was like an excuse to beat up on Honoka. She took a lot of punishment in this match. Jaguar Yokota hit her rolling leg drop into a Nanami Northern Light suplex for the win. So Jaguar Yokota is still doing crazy shit at the age of 63 in Diana post the Amistad. So just in front of like 30 people.
On this. Yeah, I was surprised on this one. Like Maika legit like she put Jaguar Yokota in a crazy torture rack, and
hell. Yeah,
like I did not expect Jaguar Yokota to take like that sort of punishment in this match, but she
I was terrified when Maika Ozaki got Jaguar Yokota up for that Argentine backbreaker.
For sure.
So that's Ozaki's main move, and I was just surprised that Jaguar agreed to it as well.
Exactly, yeah.
Like I'm 63, I've been doing this for 50 years.
Yeah, and this is like fucking 20 people in the audience or whatever.
Exactly.
And she does like, she says more than I've ever seen her.
What a fucking legend.
She's awesome.
Yeah, just really good match. You got any notes?
Nice. I thought the finish was very good too. And
Yeah.
like everyone worked together on like Honoka.
Yes. Main event
Nanami
was...
got the pin.
Yes, Nanami got
Sorry,
the pin
spoiler.
with the Northern Lights suplex.
Yeah.
Ayako Sato and Debbie Keitel, who are called Caffeine and Crush. So for ages, I thought it was Caffeine and Crash because that would make more sense to me. And to be honest, it might be. It might just be a translation thing. So, but I think
Why does crash make more sense?
because you crash when you get caffeine. You drink caffeine and then like 6 hours later you crash, right?
Oh.
Like a caffeine crash or like a sugar crash.
Yeah. I don't know if they mean that. Like they don't want the tag team name to
Yeah. So because Debbie likes
say that you're gonna fucking fall asleep from us or whatever.
I guess. Yeah, so it is Crush, but yeah, anyway. They were against Haruka Umisaki and Moran, which are Grace of Royalty. So this was a preview match for Korakuen Hall, where Debbie will be defending the WWD title against Umisaki. So Debbie can keep up with Moran, which I thought was quite interesting. Like, she's not totally, but she looked pretty great in the high-speed sequences.
Yeah, I mean, she at least doesn't look like she's missing a step or whatever.
Yes.
Like she's out of place at all. No,
Yeah, exactly.
I agree.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of gaijins, right? In my,
I mean, she mostly just has to base for her, right? But she does
yes,
that
exactly.
well enough.
Yeah, no. So I think Debbie was great here. I really like Ayako Sato in these matches rather than wrestling other old people in three ways. Again, very sorry to any old people listening. She's just so good, and it's just wasted potential in those three ways. And she's just so much better in these tag matches in the main event. So after a year of watching Diana, I've realized that the aluminium dish, the tin dish that she uses, is like a Mayumi Azaki's chain in Oz Academy. She's just allowed to use it in front of the referee. So
absolutely.
It took me a while to realize, okay, they're doing an Azaki thing, because I don't even know why they bother distracting the referee. Like she just throws it in front of the referee and it doesn't matter. But I thought it was a typical, really good Diana main event with 4 great workers and a really good bounce back from the previous show. So,
yep, I agree. I thought Umisaki at one point threw like one sick brainbuster. I think that wasn't Debbie. That looked awesome. Miran with a great look in 619. Like we talk a lot about like bad 619s.
Oh, this is very good.
Yeah. Like in general, Miran never fails with 619, but this one especially. Yeah, I think it was also the way like Debbie sold for it. Like she took it like she got fucking kicked in the face.
Yeah, Debbie does crazy bumps and sells.
Yes, it looked like legit 619 that could hurt you, which is
for
rare.
Sure.
Yeah.
Debbie won with the Midnight Espresso, I forgot to mention, on Moran, and she was taunting Umisaki that's what would happen to her at Korakuen. Yeah, you got any more notes?
Nah, I just thought sometimes I think it's crazy how much they are working their asses off for like these 20 fans.
Exactly.
Like you don't even see anyone. You hear a couple of people in the background, but it looks like legit. Maybe there's like 5 to 20 people there. And it sounds like it. It looks like less, but
I think.
But they are like working their asses off and having like these fucking almost recommended matches or whatever. I mean, you could go out of your way to watch something like this.
This was like a borderline recommendation.
Cromulent match. Yeah.
So why I wanted you to watch it is because I think this is what the Diana style is. Like they just have balls to the wall action from bell to bell without like letting up.
Absolutely.
So like, fucking rest hold. What the fuck's a rest hold? Like they don't do that in Diana. Like they're just doing spot. And I think it's just the Diana style, and I like it. So it's nice to have different styles in the independent scene, right? So.
Oh, one more thing. Does Debbie's Angel Swings move usually? She always does it like that, right? I think I've seen her do it twice like that now. It looks kind of disgusting. Like it looks kind of like it sucks for the other person to take. Like it looks like she drops them before her own legs drop on the Asian swings, you know?
They hit the floor before she does her
yes,
her ass on the mat. Yeah, that does. Yeah,
exactly,
no, I know what you mean.
that's what
You're
I mean.
right. Yeah, it does look like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's scary, but as long as they're alright, it's alright.
For sure. Right, let's move on to Wave from the 1st of April at Shinjuku Face. So we had Momoko Hanazono versus Inagi Sayaka, and this was basically them battling for the pride of Osaka, both from there. And before the match, Inagi was like, hey, this should be unlimited time limit. And what that means in Wave is that they're going to brawl throughout the entire show. That's what it always means.
Oh, okay.
So they started wrestling, and at one point they end up kissing. It was a really long kiss. They were corpsing during the kiss. But anyway, it was a body swap deal. So Momoko is like, oh my god, I've turned 40, my life is over. And Unagi Sayaka is like, what the fuck, where's my chest? Which I thought was kind of funny. So anyway, they appeared throughout the show, sometimes in each other's gear, sometimes with each other's hairstyle. But nothing worked. They kept trying to kiss to, turn back into their own bodies. And then after the main event, they had a super long kiss, which finally switched them back. So
I was surprised to see her back already. I thought she had like a broken foot or whatever.
Oh, and
only like actually 2 weeks or something.
Holy fuck, you're right. I didn't even pick up on that. I think is this her first match back? It might be. I actually haven't seen it before.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, no, good spot. I didn't realize that actually. I should probably add that to the newsletter actually. Cool. Then we had. Oh yeah, I don't have time to talk about that. Sorry. Okay. Then we had
Sarah match.
No, the Yumioka. I was going to have a whole Yumioka take for when we had nothing to talk about, but I've actually found stuff to talk about because it's Joshi'ing around weekly. Okay, always find stuff to talk about. Then we had Rin and X versus Kahaku and Mei Sarah. So, remember when the graphics for this came out and everyone was super excited that they're doing this Marvelous reunion? They were all in Marvelous together. Rin's retiring. So obviously Kahaku and Mei were in Marvelous up until 2021 or whatever it is, and then they left. And we were like, wow, I wonder who X is. And I joked maybe it's Chigusa Nagaya. So it was actually Shinakira Hokuto. So
it's Akira Hokuto, man. I forgot my in like 20 years.
I forgot my own rule where if it's an X and it's a Joshi indie show, then it's going to be Shin Sakura Hirota. I literally forgot it from the Surrealism. So yeah, it was, especially because Wave is a former promotion, right? So
yeah, for sure.
Made sense. Anyway, the link between Rin and Akira Hokuto is that Rin is married to Akira Hokuto's son. So that's why she was Shin Akira Hokuto.
Oh. Okay. But not to her fake son.
Rin is not married to Shin Akira Hokuto's fake son.
Okay.
She is married to the shoot Akira Hokuto's shoot son.
You know who her fake son is?
No?
Katsuhiko Nakajima.
What?
They like essentially adopted him. No?
They adopted who? Sorry.
Katsuhiko Nakajima.
Katsuhiko Nakajima?
Yes.
Oh, I'm unaware of the link between Nakajima and Akira Hokuto.
I think like she's married to Sasaki, right?
Who, Akira?
Yeah, am I messing all this up now?
I literally have no idea, Tim. So you're flying solo on this one. All I know is Rin and Akira Hokuto's son.
What's the office called? Am I stupid? The All Japan. Yeah, Kensuke Sasaki.
Oh, Akira Hokuto is married to Kensuke Sasaki. Okay, sorry, yes. Yeah, yes. I'm with you now, yeah.
Yes, and they basically
and Nakajima was in Sasaki's promotion. Yes, sorry, I'm with you now.
Yeah, but they always treated him like a son, essentially. So.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yes, okay, that makes sense. Sorry, slow.
Oh, did you mean Rin is married to Sakura Hirota's son?
No. No, she's married to Akira Hokuto's son.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
but not Nakajima.
But not the fake son.
Yeah,
okay.
the shoot son. You know, every time when we say shoot star, I just reminded of that Brian Alvarez emo. It's the shoot Brian.
That's true.
What a good bit. Shoot Brian.
Oh my god.
Right, then we had Honoka versus Mei Suruga.
Let's go.
Yeah. So this was a special present for Honoka's 3rd anniversary. Mei Suruga is still doing her own twist on being a heel. She's yelling at fans for cheering on Honoka. It's fucking sick. She clawed at Honoka's eyes through her mask.
I mean, Honoka, like, imitated her, basically, so that was very rude from Honoka, I think.
Of course, yes. Mei also tried a very ambitious drop kick to Honoka while Honoka was doing her cartwheel back elbow.
Oh, that was, yeah. That looked spicy. That was...
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate Mei Suruga for trying.
Adventurous.
Yeah, very adventurous. But we'll let that one slide because Mei Suruga is so good. A guy starts a Honoka
I mean, it's not like it was a terrible accident or whatever. It just... Yeah,
no, it just didn't...
both fell down, but...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, Honoka had so much momentum that Mei was, like, surprised by it, and then she couldn't get the timing, basically.
That's true.
So a guy starts a Honoka chant, and Mei Suruga just gives this fan the most fucking dirty look ever. Mei Suruga's like, you little bitch, you shut your little fan mouth up. Watch me work. God. That sort of type of look. It was so good. We've said before, Honoka is like a great babyface. So the dynamic just made me so happy watching this match. I think I liked the Coco match a tiny bit more, the one in 0-1, because Mei was more intimate with the fans in that match. You know, like taking a fan's chair and like taunting him. Yeah. So that stuff popped me a bit more, like the antics in that match. And she also ate more shit in that match, not literally. Like Coco doing her suicide dive and stuff like that. So I just thought she got more comeuppance in that match. But this one was a way better moves match, I guess. Like this match was just really good.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I guess the finish. So Mei won with her wrist clutch bridging pin, the Phoenix Rises, which was very good. There were just some really good near falls as well. Like when Mei countered the O'Connor bridging pin, which is Honoka's signature, and then she did a springboard foot stomp, and then she did a diving double foot stomp, and I thought the match was over, but it was not.
They have so many crazy pins and pin reverses that I've never seen or couldn't name.
Yep,
for the life of me. Like,
that's why I don't have notes. I was like, what the fuck?
No, like these weird pin transitions towards the end, like that they almost spammed like 40 of them in a row, and I've like 30 of them were completely unique to me or new to me. Like that was what the fuck are they doing? Like it just looked so crazy, but awesome, yeah. At one point, like Mei Suruga was like draped from the second rope, like upside down, and Honoka basically did like a basement drop kick into her like upper body, which was draped down. It's hard to explain, but it looked kind of sick.
Yep.
But also, like at one point, Honoka was draped over the top turnbuckle, and Mei Suruga did a double foot stomp onto the top turnbuckle onto Honoka, which also looked sick. Lots of sick stuff. Mei also does this crazy like sideways body scissor pin, like while running the ropes. It also looks crazy good. It's really hard to explain the stuff these people do. Like Mei Suruga is like one of the most innovative wrestlers.
It's not one of the most. I feel like it's fair to say, like, is any Mei Suruga match the same from the other one? I can't.
No. Oh, we already had this talk. I think we already crowned her the most innovative wrestler.
She is the most innovative wrestler on the planet right now. She always thinks before her matches, what new shit am I going to do to get... It's not even just get herself over. She's always trying to get the other person over as well. Like in Chocopro as well, like when she's having matches against people as a champion, she's always trying to put over the other person. Just a top-tier world-class wrestler.
Yeah. There was also the awesome Honoka submission spot. Again.
Like Mei was like fucking fighting for an armbar, and then Honoka like reversed it into a cradle. I thought that was really
too. Cool. But also at one point, Mei got the armbar, and Honoka just screeched so loud that I thought,
"Oh, so good!
What the fuck?"
I love her screeching cell, man. I love it.
Yes, it's so good, man.
Yeah,
very good. Very good match.
Need to edit my match of the week.
I also thought it was funny when they did like the leg pin roll, like the roll through the ring thing. And Mei herself sold like she was dizzy after. Like she
Oh yeah.
Like Honoka couldn't stand, and then like Mei tried to stand up, and at the same same dizziness, which was kind of funny.
Cool. Anything else? Yeah, really good match. Recommend it.
Really good. Yep.
We had the Wave Tag Team title in the same main event, so this was 1-1-1-1. Misakawa and Sumika Yanagawa against Rina Amakura.
I didn't watch anything else from this match, from the show, by the way.
Rina Amakura and Yuko Sakurai. I've already spoken about Yuko Sakurai doing nothing for me. I'm not sure that will ever change. There was one of the worst double team spots I think I've ever seen. And I love Rina Amakura. So, I mean, I'm exaggerating a bit. Probably not the worst. But basically, Rina Amakura does a double-footed drop kick to Sakurai's back to launch her into the opponent. I just don't like spots like that. It feels immersion breaking, to be honest. Like, you would run faster without any assistance.
Yeah.
And she just took a drop kick to the back. It's just so... Anyway, it was an okay match. So, Ami won with the diving senton to retain the titles. And the story is that Yuki Miyazaki has sort of like passed on her diving senton to Ami. So Miyazaki's retired as of the 1st of January. There you go.
All right.
Main event, Itsuki Aoki versus Kakeru Sakaguchi for the Regina the Wave title. So Itsuki Aoki retained. They're obviously they're teammates in Hokakudo tag team. Kakeru also works a lot in Shawn Capture, which is Itsuki's home promotion. Kakeru is in the same Yuko Sakurai bucket as me. I will just never get excited about a Kakeru match unless it's Suri live. that singles match was pretty good. But yeah, I think
I like her more than you.
Yeah, this match was okay. So after the match, she mentioned that she will enter the Catch the Wave tournament as champion. Awesome. Very looking forward to the Catch the Wave tournament this year.
Oh man. How many people are in there this year? 80?
Who knows? I'm going to guess 32, but... Wait, 36, mate. It's normally 36, I think. No, last year was 36. I don't know if it's normally 36.
It was 9 blocks, I think, last year.
It was 4
people.
Oh, yeah, it was 9 blocks of 4. Yes, 9 blocks of 4. Yeah. Named after the planets. So we'll see what the theme is this year, I guess. There should be an announcement soon, because it starts in a month. So we'll see.
Are you going to follow the whole thing again? And
I
pay
absolutely
for
will.
8 shows per day?
Yeah, so I spent £200 following the Catch the Wave tournament last year. That is the one figure I will reveal. That was insane. They should just do something about that. Just sell like a ticket for a couple of...
I don't think they expect anyone to do that, honestly.
What is the fucking Catch the Wave? What do you want me to do to follow it?
I don't know what the point of it is then. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. That's their product. Like, how can you not expect... Like, I don't know. It's just so weird. Anyway. Then we had Actress Girls. Oh, I'll also be at the first show on the 3rd of May at Korakuen Hall.
Oh, cool.
So I will be at the opener and recap it for the pod. 28th of March, Actress Girls in Osaka. I'm just thinking how much I want to talk about this.
I didn't watch any of this.
Cool. So I'm actually going to speedrun through it a bit. We had Anri versus Reese and the Guy, who are tag team partners. So they're kind of going after the Actress Girls tag team title, or I kind of expect them to. So they just had a nice little singles match to get them warmed up. Arisa was not great in this match, to be honest. It was like Anri dragging Arisa across the line. You would not believe that Arisa debuted before Anri. Anri is just so fucking good. Anri's kicks are also just... I don't even know where it came from. Like, both her and Yukino Uehara, they just have the ability to pop up in a match doing something new, like, really well. Anri did, like, a great hook kick here. So, Arisa completely failed Anri's Casadora Facebuster, which is, like, a signature Anri spot. She didn't duck so that Anri could grab her head into the Facebuster. So, Anri just kind of fell, and Anri just fucking hook kicked her in the face. It was so funny.
Awesome.
And it's kind of awesome to see a rookie adapt like that as well. Like, no hesitation. Oh, this spot fucked up. Here's a hook kick. That's just really cool. So, Tim, you would love Anri's promo style. I just wanted to mention. It's so fucking dramatic. I love it. I wish I knew what she was saying, but it's at the Osaka shows, so they have no transcripts. Yeah, she's so dramatic. She just delivers them with, like, full seriousness. It's honestly like a Tam-like promo in terms of, like, how dramatic she is delivering them. Like, you think she's going to cry every time she does a promo in a good way, like serious tears, not Rhea Seto tears. So, Anri challenged for the King title, and Nagisa Shitsuki accepted. So, that will be an upcoming match. Then we had Mari versus Natsuki, which is basically two of Actress Girl's best workers in the past several years. And And
I wanted to watch that actually. Was it on this show?
Yeah, it was, and I didn't recommend it.
Oh damn!
Because
okay.
I feel like my expectations were too high for this match. Maybe so. This was a good match. Like it's like one of those borderline recommendation matches, right? It is a good match.
Yeah. But
I just don't know if I can recommend it to people to go out of their way to see. Both are definitely like better wrestlers than this match. To be honest, it's the crowd. This Osaka crowd is non-existent. Like at one point, Mari tried to get the crowd going, and even Mari got no response. Like zero. You know when wrestlers go, hey, 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 you know, to start the claps or the chants? She got nothing. I'm like, how are you doing that to Mari, like the legend of the promotion? So if it was in Shinkiba, I think it would have been a bit better. But these old men in Osaka, no offense to old men listening, they just had no energy. So, but yeah, Mari was being a total bully this match, which I obviously liked that dynamic. Like Mari kicking Natsuki in the chest, knocking her to the outside, her head kicks. But this was basically Mari just being a wall for Natsuki in their last ever singles match, which really good but undelivered, I think. Main event: Riko Fukunaga defending the Actress Girls title against Yukina Uehara. Yeah, this was another one where I kind of had my expectations under-delivered. And, I think it's because I have high expectations of Yukina and not Riko. And now, I should have known it after the Natsuki match, to be honest. But Riko is just, I don't know. She's just not going to get there, I think. So early on in the match, it was really cool because they were doing like UWF type rules. Because they were just like shoot grappling and trying to get takedowns, and obviously both were in GLEAT in the UWF rules, so that's where that's from. And obviously Riko's brother is an MMA fighter, so that's why she thinks she can, you know, be cool in wrestling and stuff like that. And she just shows no emotion. And the weird thing about that is I watched their stage shows. So ACT has a stage show theater performance, which isn't wrestling, and Riko Fukunaga is so emotional and expressive in that. And I'm like, why can't you just do this in the ring? Like, why can't you translate that? And I think it's because she thinks she has to be a tough... I was talking to Velke about it, who has the Actress Stage podcast, currently on hiatus. And he mentioned that, yeah, she just thinks she has to be a tough woman just because her brother's an MMA fighter and stuff like that. So, anyway, the match just slowed down after that initial grappling. So, considerably. And I don't think slow matches are Yukina's forte. Like, they should have been trading kicks. That's what Yukina's good at. Just a really weird match for Yukina. Riko retained, and yeah, I just can't wait for her to drop it, I guess. She's the true 3-star general, not Cody. It's her.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
Then we had Ganbare Pro on the 28th of March. This is literally just going to me saying, I liked the Rin versus Yuri match. That is all I wanted to say.
Cool.
So, really, a lot of fun flash pins. They didn't seem cooperative as well, which I liked. The flash pins, because you know the flash pins can almost seem like too smooth. So I like that they were struggling a bit. A lot of thuds, German suplexes, all that good stuff. No one can ever accuse us of not changing our opinions, right? It was another great Yuri GanPro match. I think I like Yuri. I like Yuri. She's had great matches ever since that Suri match in December. So what can I say?
I saw it too yesterday.
What did you see her on?
Monday Magic.
Oh, yeah.
Are we even going to talk about that?
I wasn't going to. You just want to do it now because I'm done with GanPro anyway.
I mean, it was a fun match.
The Battle Royale.
Senka and Seri were rolling nicely at the start. What was it, that sound? What did you want to say?
Oh, I was just going to say the Battle Royale. It was a Battle Royale, right? A 10-person Battle Royale.
Yes.
And it had like a lot of youngsters in the scene. So Yuno won it. So this is for Noah Monday Magic.
That was awesome, right? That popped me a lot.
Yeah, Yuno winning it was cool.
So unexpected too.
I mean, I thought Senka was going to win it for sure. Like with how many spots she was getting during the match. She was getting highlighted so much. What I loved about this match... Okay, loved is a strong word. I thought it was a really good Battle Royale. Like really well laid out. But there was one aspect I really enjoyed. And it was Senka doing variety. You know what I mean? Just like she had
she even did the Hanazono spot and shit. Yeah.
She did the kissing with Momoka Hanazono, and she posted on Twitter after that it was her first kiss, and Momoka stole it away from her. Which, I don't know if that's a shoot or not. I mean, it could be a shoot. She's 20 in Japanese culture. And And yeah, she just did a lot of comedy spots. She had the wrestling with Seri, so she did the serious stuff still. Yeah, I just thought it was a really good Senka performance overall, is why I liked it a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Same.
Yeah.
And Yuna won.
And Yuna won. So yeah, no, check that out if you want to see a well-booked battle royale. So it was on Universe Magic on Wrestle Universe.
A lot of people were dumb fucks and like climbed on the top rope for no reason and got kicked off and eliminated. Like I think 3 people in a row got eliminated because they wanted to do some stupid shit from the top rope. Yep. It's like, well, too bad.
Didn't Momoka like party popper someone off the top rope?
Yes, I think that was. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, fun match.
It was fun.
Finally,
Mashiro.
Yuki Mashiro, yes.
She was eliminated by the popper.
29th of March, we had a Korakuen Hall event for 2AW, which I mentioned earlier, which is Yuka Satsuki's home promotion and Ayame Sasamura's home promotion. They did have a small interview in Shupro 2404 a few issues ago that I just wanted to bring up, just because, why not? They spoke about how rough it is that they're far away from getting full capacity at Korakuen Hall. So, if you wanted an insight that even small indies are thinking about this, like it's at the forefront of their minds. Their wish is to sell out Korakuen Hall. So it's just a dream.
2AW are you talking about?
2AW. I'm talking about 2AW. Yeah.
That's ambitious.
Exactly. So they had 700 people on this show, and it's
actually not bad. Yeah,
it is their best ever number under the 2AW banner. So before 2020, they were called Kaientai Dojo, right? It was Taka Michinoku's promotion.
Yes.
And then he sold them and then went to make JTO, and then 2AW is what remained. So under that banner, it is their best ever attendance. So
is Jun Kasai a regular?
He's not. So,
well, that's kind of
yeah.
I mean, he's a huge straw, right?
He everyone knows Jun Kasai, right? Like any show he's on, and those chants like are crazy.
Big fan club. Yeah,
yes. Yeah. So the match we're talking about is a hardcore match between Ayame Sasamura and Jun Kasai. So Sasamura in that interview was basically like, the 2AW brand lacks recognition. She's resorted to contacting non-fans in her social circle because her parents saw her get beat up by Hikaru Sato and started crying. So she thinks it's a powerful tool to get non-fans into wrestling. So she wants to go all out, and that's why she's having her first ever hardcore match with Jun Kasai of all people. I think everyone knows what we think about Ayame Sasamura, right? We've spoken about her a lot.
Yeah,
she's awesome. She was also very early on in my exposure to the indies, because how I got into the indies is Surrealism, then Evo. Weirdly, I don't know how I got to Evo. I just did. GG maybe. And then Seedling, and then Marvelous. So I first saw her in Seedling, and then I was like, okay, I need to watch more independents. So first it was Surrealism with like Veni. I was like, what the fuck is this non-Stardom stuff? Like, yeah. And then Evo and Seed kind of cracked it open. Then Marvelous was the floodgates. So yeah, I'm just happy that Ayame Sasamura got the signature match. So like, getting a Jun Kasai hardcore or deathmatch is an honor. It is considered an honor.
Absolutely, yeah.
So
who did he face recently? He faced
he's faced a lot of people. You have to be more specific.
Wait. No, I mean
like men or women?
Didn't he face another woman a couple of weeks ago?
Don't remember off the top of my head, but he is facing Kreia soon, which is, well, in a tag match in Freedoms, which is kind of interesting, but
okay.
Yeah, don't know off the top of my head.
No, I think I made that up.
Well, you can look at his cage match.
I am currently.
Okay, so
I'm not seeing it, so I must have fucking dreamed that.
Yeah, so
I don't know.
The whole crowd were just behind Ayame.
I feel like it was last year at some point. Didn't we talk about?
Oh, well, he faced Makito, but we didn't have a podcast.
No, I don't mean Makito.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh. No. He was in a match with Ayame Sasamura also against Kao Kobayashi and Ryo Mitsunami.
Ah, when the fuck was that?
That was on an Unagi Sayaka produced.
Oh, wait, were you there? Was it the one you were live at?
No. That was in November 19th. But I remember reading or like seeing pictures on Twitter or whatever.
Okay, maybe you were like, "Hey, Eric, should we cover this?" And I was like, "I don't know. Is it making tape?" Yeah,
maybe it didn't make tape. That's true. I think I saw pictures from it on Twitter for sure.
Yeah. But anyway, it's an honor. Like everyone like wants to have a Jun Kasai singles match. So I was really happy she got one. Yeah, the whole crowd were behind her. She's so fun to root for.
Wait, he fought Aoi in JTO?
Yeah, that was a... Wait, I actually didn't know that. No, I know that she faced Rina Yamashita in a
also
death
November.
match. Okay,
that's less surprising, but like that's also a hardcore match against Aoi.
Okay, I actually didn't know that. I assume that didn't make tape because everyone would be going crazy about that.
Yeah. 15th November last year. Okay. Damn, that sounds sick. Sorry. Enough with the interruptions. You go.
Yeah, so Ayame is just launching thudding forearms at Jun Kasai during her comebacks. She was just selling her ass off. She obviously blades quite early on into the match. I assume Jun Kasai is the one blading her because that's normally what he does in a lot of his hardcore matches against hardcore virgins. He normally just blades them. You can see it sometimes, but I couldn't see it this match because the Samurai recording was Samurai TV, so the recording was like cut up, so I didn't see all the spots.
Okay.
Yeah, and then later, like Jun tries to kick her in the nuts to break up a hold, and then he realizes it's a woman, so she kicks him in the nuts and then gives him a German suplex. I popped for that. She does a cutie special on a bunch of toy blocks, which must fucking hurt, to be honest. Then there's obviously the skewers spot. He does his running lariat. She kicks out at 1. That's a Jun Kasai special. He lets people do that. He does a reverse tiger driver. She kicks out at 2. And then he does the Pearl Harbor splash off the ladder for the win. Just a really fun match. And also a cute post-match. So Jun Kasai was doing one of his famous post-match promos. He basically tells Ayame, "Before the match, I told you that you would be gripped by anxiety and fear. But actually, having been in there with you, I can see that you are having an absolute blast out there." And then you just see Sasamura just giggling with excitement. She's like so happy that she just bled everywhere and had her first hardcore match.
Nice.
Kasai says that means she's conquered the weak part of herself and he'll be waiting for a proper rematch. And then he walks off. And then Sasamura cuts a one-line promo, which did give me goosebumps because it was just her bloodied face. And she's like, "Oi, Jun, I'll take you on whenever you're ready." But her delivery was just like so good. Like I'm underselling it. So I even got goosebumps just remembering that. So really, really awesome stuff.
Awesome.
Right, quick previews. I think I'm only going to go over the main one, which is Sendai Girls Korakuen Hall. So they have a Korakuen Hall show on the 12th of April, and I want to remind everyone, they sold out Korakuen Hall twice last year. One of them on Hashimoto's anniversary, and I feel like not enough people talk about it. Because that just had Hashimoto and Suri at the top of the card. That match drew a full house at Korakuen. That is impressive.
Yes.
So just want to remind people about that. This time, they have Miku Kanai versus Yuna. Cool. Shinsaku Hirota versus Zonas. Chi-Chi, Rin, and Veni against Hiroyu Matsumoto, Stephanie Mays, and Yura Suzuki. So Mays is, I think, German? I don't know. She's a European indie wrestler. We've got...
She is, I think. Yeah. I read about the introduction.
Yeah, I think
she's
she works
German, I'm
with
pretty sure.
WXW and stuff. I think.
Yes.
Hazuki and Kodama.
Maybe Chihiro met her and like when she was over there.
Oh,
and just decided to bring her with her or whatever.
No, I mean, I bet that probably happened. Like, if you're an indie wrestler and you see a notable Japanese wrestler, you're probably going to say, "Hey, can I come over for a tour?" And then, like, why would you not do that?
Yeah, sure. So absolutely.
Then we have Hazuki and Koguma versus Red Energy, Miko Wata and Miyuki Takase. I think that's a number 1 contendership for the title, but I don't know. I think it is though.
Okay, sounds good.
Then we have the Sendai Junior Girls title. So that's Senka Akatsuki defending against Spike Nishimura. Awesome. I think Spike's winning it back here. What do you think?
Sounds plausible.
Well, she hasn't won it before. I just think she's getting her win back from the Jaja Uma final. That's what I think.
She's getting the belt back to Sendai Girls.
Yes, exactly. We got a hardcore match, which is Dash Chisako versus Kurishio Tokyo Japan, and I am excited for this one. Okay, this is gonna be fucking good. Okay,
that's interesting. Yeah, for sure. You think he takes the big bump from the ladder through the table or whatever?
Oh, for sure. I think he's like, this is probably going to be third from the top, I think. I think he's going to put on one of his great performances. And I don't think I've seen him in a hardcore match before. Off the top of my head, nothing rings a bell. But
didn't I just see?
Are you talking about the Megaton match?
No.
I mean, maybe you did. All right. While your brain.
No, I just saw. That
against Jun Kasai?
February 1st. Yeah, against Jun Kasai. He had a match.
That sounds awesome. What promotion was that?
It doesn't say. It was another Unagi Sayaka producer.
Fucking hell.
It doesn't say hardcore match or anything, so I don't know. But probably
that one made tape, I think, actually, that show. Okay,
yeah,
no, I might
February 1st, maybe look.
I might have to do some digging. Semi-main event is Chihiro Hashimoto versus Syuri in a non-title match, so no titles on the line.
Okay.
I don't know what they're doing for that. Like, what's the finish?
Well, I thought either. Wait, does Syuri have a match at Osaka Grand Kingdom? I forgot.
No, she doesn't. What, you think this sets it up?
I think either they set that up with like Hashimoto beats her or whatever.
Yeah, maybe.
She gets a title match at Osaka Grand Kingdom. Or maybe a TLD or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe this is just 20. I don't know what time limit draw is on this. But
or maybe Syuri beats her and they fight for the Sendergast title on Osaka Grand Kingdom. Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see. But it's going to be a great match anyway. So
yeah, absolutely.
Main event is Minami and Ryu Mizunami versus Bob Momo Banana for the tag titles. This might be the same. I actually don't know the card order. I'm just guessing, I think.
I would have thought the Syuri house match would be more.
I also would think that. So, anyway.
Have you seen the first Syuri house?
Yeah. Is that the All-Star Grand Kingdom 2023?
Yeah,
I've seen that whole show because it was amazing. So
yeah. I feel like people were in the moment really like underrating that match. I don't know. I loved it.
So
Some people didn't like it at all or whatever.
Years after the fact, I loved it. I almost think I thought it was the best match on the show, and I think that also had Julia Tam, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I love that Syuri Hashimoto. I thought it was great.
Julia Tam wasn't their greatest, but
isn't that the one with the shoot headbutt?
Great. Yes, I mean they always do.
No, I mean like this one was fucking disgusting.
Yeah,
like
it
Hematoma.
had some pretty disgusting spots. Yeah. I mean, that was the one where Tam went already in with like a fucking second head on her forehead.
Yeah.
From like the hematomas they gave each other on the house shows on the previews.
Fucking sickos.
So, yeah, that was brutal.
Actress Girls on the 5th of April, Step 73. This has already happened, but I can't find the card, so I'm just going to mention Mugi Kakuhen is debuting. She's an idol, so there you go. She's debuting against Wild Bunny, which is Act in her different gimmick, because I guess Act just doesn't want to wrestle or lose. As I don't know what's going on there. I don't know why she's not just wrestling as Act, to be honest.
Wasn't she injured?
She literally is injured. Like, I guess she's...
Okay.
I can't explain to you why she's wrestling as a gimmick if she's coming back from injury. There's nothing I can say to explain this. Anri and Yukina Yuhara are against Nagisa Shiitsuki and Yuri Yamane. So we've already spoken about Yuri Yamane on a previous episode. She's 29. She's going to be debuting. She works in theater, but she's got a Kempo background, which is like a type of karate. So I'm very interested to see that.
Sounds
Final thing I wanted to mention, 4th of April. So this has already happened, and I do know the result, but I won't spoil it for you. Hanako Nakamori defends her Pure J openweight title against Misa Kagura. So I'm looking forward for that to come out on board. Match of the week.
Sounds awesome. Match of the week. Is it me first?
Yeah. I can't believe it was 3 hours, by the way.
I held through all right, I think.
You did great.
I may just fucking collapse right after we
You did fucking great, Tim. Can we all have a round of applause for Tim making it through while being completely ill?
Thank you.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, there was actually no...
Okay.
I forgot to clap. Just edit in some claps. There you go. Yeah, match of the week.
So I didn't have a real like match of the year contender this week, I don't think.
No, definitely.
I do think my favorite New Japan match was probably Zack Sabre Jr. and Yohei Oiwa versus the Knockout Brothers.
That is my match of the week too.
I really thought they should have won. Like, that was one of those matches where the result really kind of bummed me out because I thought they would really win.
Yeah,
which is good. If a match can do that you're really invested into the finish, actually, that's not a bad thing to have.
And
so.
they are so popular, the Knockout Brothers. Like,
Yeah,
insanely popular.
I just want my boy Ryohei to get something for once. I did like it better than the main event, kinda. Like, the main event had, like, the fucking... I would also nominate it as, like, my maybe number 2 or 3 match of the week, but I didn't like the chair spot in the middle too much. Like, Ospreay's acting is just not good.
He was fucking...
That took me out.
He was overacting, wasn't he?
He was overacting like crazy. That kind of knocked the
He would
match
not
down
shut
a
the
peg
fuck
for
up
me.
during the main event. I heard his voice the whole time.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like, that really knocked it down for me a bit. But, like, technically it was also a good match, and I did like the result. I like my boy Callum. Like, what can I say? So those are 2 of the non-show matches that we didn't discuss on the show. But I guess I would definitely also shout out the Mio Momono vs. Etsuya Miyabi match and probably Honokame Suruga. Was that the... Yeah, probably, maybe. Yeah, I think so. What's yours?
My match of the week is the Knockout Brothers versus Ryohei, Oiwa, and Zack Sabre Jr. I thought that was fucking great. I loved Oiwa just working over Yuto Ice's arm in, like, the most...
Yeah.
He's really picking up a lot of Zack, isn't he? Just a fuck you, like, limb work. And the fact that he can just go crazy with lariats and German suplexes and the chaos theory, I don't know. That guy is fucking great.
I love him, yeah. He's my boy.
He's my boy. He's our boy.
He's our boy.
Yeah,
Okay.
do like Oiwa. Then, Etsuya Miyabi and Miyamoto, Honoka and Mei Suruga. I mean, Fukugen Def and Saki Kashima, Ayama Sessumura and Jun Kasai, Rin and Yuri. And then one non-show match, which is Danshoku Dino versus Hinata Kasai.
Oh my god, I saw the clips you posted. Like, holy shit, what the fuck? There's a lot going on seemingly in that match.
Yes, I love the UNO Park DDT shows. The story of this match is basically, if you want to catch it out, Danshoku is trying to kiss Hinata. So Hinata is the son of Jun Kasai, and he's a DDT rookie. And he hasn't been kissed by Dino before, so this is like his initiation match, right? But Dino keeps missing Kasai and kissing other people, and then they become like Dino clones with. So then they start to try kiss people. So he's like spreading his stuff, his gimmick, by kissing people, and it's like a nightmare for Hinata, who's like, "Oh my god, I can't get away from it." And then and then stuff happens. No spoilers. Very funny.
All right.
Right, awesome. We did it. Good job.
Little bit of a reduced, little bit of a diet episode.
Honestly, we fucking went overtime. It's okay. People don't know this because they don't see the agenda. We had planned, the content we had was 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So we went over by almost 60%. Just because we knew we had time, so we could bullshit more. But
yeah, we did a lot of bullshit.
This is what it's like when we feel like we can bullshit. So the 4.5 hour episodes are us not bullshitting.
I do also think because my brain has basically been fried since Monday because of whatever's going on there.
Yeah.
Like, my brain has been in way more fry mode way earlier than it usually is. So
people will be loving
talking fucking garbage.
Yeah, people will be forgiving of that. So
I think so. We will be back next week at full strength, maybe with a normal sized episode. This is normal usually. Like, this 3 hours was like our max goal, I think, at one point. So
next week's fucked as well, right?
I didn't look yet.
2 Korakuen Hall shows for Stardom.
Oh yeah, the Stardom. Yeah.
I don't. So TJPW have got the 2 Vancouver shows and the 2.
But are they gonna be out?
Yeah, because those are live.
Are they live? Oh, yeah. They're live.
So I don't know what we're gonna do there. And then we got the Sendai Girls Korakuen Hall.
All right, that sounds good though. I'm looking forward to those shows.
Yeah, should be.
I hope I'm healthy again then, but we'll see.
Well, I feel like after these 2 Korakuen Hall shows at Stardom, we should really know more of a direction for everyone, right? I mean, Oh my god! I forgot. We need to add the press conference. Isn't that on the 12th? Or is that the 16th? I have no
idea.
Okay, well, there is an All-Star Grand Queen and press conference as well, so that might fall into the same period.
That sounds hype. Yeah.
Yes. Cool. All right, well, thanks, everyone. Let's not bullshit longer.
Yeah, thank you, everyone. Tune in next week. Check out Keeping It Strong Style, Trish and Sarah podcast, One Nation Radio, Tunnel Talk, All Things Elite, Imps AEW Adventure, Wrestling Up Chris Things, and AEW Match Guide, which we plugged earlier, which has exclusive insight from Matt Jackson on the Golden Lovers versus Bucks. Yes.
Thank you. Match. And Social Suplex newsletter will be coming out next week, because if it doesn't, we are all dead. So it's coming out next week. Join our Discord to talk to us. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, see you next week. Bye. Thank you. Give us a rating.
Oh yeah.